everybody! Welcome to the amazing Level Unlocked podcast. What is going on?
What's up, buddy?
How's it going? I am Jeremy Walker, the one and only Captain_Geach15. Next to me is Mr. Jeffrey Schroeder here.
What's up, buddy?
Amazing. Let me actually click live. That might help.
That would help. Yeah,
100%
I mean, I've been
so
live.
people can.
Yeah.
Oh, I was live. I just was a starting soon screen talking to myself. So.
Oh, there you go.
Mr. Jeffrey Splash Screen Gaming Schroeder, and at the very end there, Mr.
Hi.
James Scalzetti, People I Hate Studios. Welcome.
My fucking eye itches.
Welcome to the Level Unlock Podcast, Episode 4, Episode Quattro, the greatest place on the internet for video game news, fun, and pure randomness. Welcome. James, what do you got going on there? You're blinking like crazy. You okay?
Yeah, my contact from rubbing my eye because it itches.
That's one. I need to get new contacts. My contacts are awful. So
Yeah,
what's
I
up,
need to get
man?
new contacts too.
So how's you guys' week going? James, hit it up, man.
No, save me for last because I got a lot.
No, you're
Okay.
good. Jeff, you
I
first,
feel
bro.
like I've aged 5 years in the last 5 days. I've been doing nothing but editing and putzing
Oh,
around.
that editing life.
Yeah, and just
That
trying
fucking editing life.
lots and lots of research and how to, what does it mean to be a Twitch affiliate and how to grow an audience and how to grow, like a community and a network. And I was talking to my buddy Acid about putting together. You know how on YouTube they have you could get like networks. Community.
Yeah,
Have you heard
the
of
MCNs.
networks?
Yeah, I was a
exactly
part of
those.
one, and it was the worst experience of my life.
Oh, okay.
I was with Disney.
What?
I was with Disney for like 3 years.
That's like Disney supporting ICP. What do you mean you were a part of Disney? Like that doesn't even compute in my head.
So yeah, I was a part. They owned something called, well, they still do, called Maker Studios, and I joined them way back when everyone was getting into the multi-network channels or multi-channel networks. Yeah, they promised me everything. They promised me the world, and I was like, oh yeah, sure, definitely. I'm a just spunky
That
young
sounds
kid
like a
trying to
good
make
idea.
making it onto YouTube. And yeah, they didn't do shit. And then they were just like, yeah, we're cutting pretty much everyone off of this thing. I was like, all right, cool. See you later, fuckers.
Okay.
That's funny. So how's your other than trying to figure all the Twitch stuff out, Jeff? What else you got?
Pretty good. We got a bunch of stuff going on. I've been actually reaching out to other people in Fallout on the Twitch channels and talking to them about the idea of doing like custom story arcs. Most of the people are like, "Oh, that sounds interesting, but I think we're good." So, so instead, I'm gonna find them, and I'm gonna have the group of people that is our clan, and we're just gonna kind of force them into it. So, we'll see how that works out. Other than that, we have that thing we're doing next Tuesday, which is going to be pretty fun. Kind of getting that put together. It's going to be a 12 free-for-all Overwatch battle, which they have the Overwatch competitions are going on right now.
Yeah,
Nice.
the world tournaments or whatever they're called.
Yeah, I was watching them. God, man, you watch these people play, and then I'm sitting there like, oh,
That's how it is
so
in any
that's-
game I play ever.
so that's
Yeah,
how you
you-
do that.
You think you're decent until you see actual high-level players play.
Yeah.
I was watching.
Wow.
I threw Twitch on earlier during work, and I was watching Ninja play. He was playing Fortnite. Yeah, work. My wife
Work.
walks in 10,000 times a day, and she actually says, "Do you ever even do your job?" And I was like, "Sometimes. You just happen to walk in when I'm on my phone." And she's like, "Every time I walk in, you're on your phone. And stop walking in the room. You'll never know." So I walk in. So I'm on my phone. I'm watching Twitch. Dude just gets in this insane build battle on in Fortnite. Like, it's unreal. I'm looking at it. I'm like, how could one even remotely get this good at building? He literally built like some kind of fortress with another guy that he was fighting till they literally reached the max level of the game. Like, as high as you can possibly go.
Really?
I think that's the
Yeah.
reason I really don't like Fortnite.
I'm like, that's absolutely
Is-
insane.
Build a night.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
But it's like I'm watching these pro gamers, and it's just like, geez, one day I'll be at that level. Once I get past all the losing and deaths that I get.
Yeah, it takes X amount of failures before you. Right.
One day it'll come.
Yeah, but other than that, just doing a lot of research in how to. We have a whole topic, like a whole segment we're going to talk about with what it means to be at least a low-level Twitch affiliate, or at least things that I've learned in the last week that I didn't know about. So yeah, we'll talk about that in a little bit.
Nice. For myself, 'cause Jay wants to go last.
Yeah.
I've been randomly, for some reason, I want to get back into, well, not back into, but start playing Fortnite. I don't know why. I just have this
Yeah, I saw you streaming Fortnite the other day. I was like,
Just-
I thought he was done with this game.
random
Yeah.
urge to play Fortnite. Like, I want to be its savior and all of its glory to bring it back from the brink of extinction. It's not going to
Good
go
luck.
out. It's still. I read an article today that it's actually still worth more than Apex Legends, because everyone's was like, well, Apex Legends is the Fortnite killer, but in stock wise, Fortnite is still like, I think like worth $6 more plus million than Apex. So Fortnite's not going anywhere. But
Yeah.
I want to get
Not
back
yet.
into playing that. Got the first W on Apex the other day with
Hey,
a bunch
let's
of
go.
a bunch of randos. I wanted to jump up and down for joy, but I couldn't because I didn't want them to know that it was my.
You gotta
first
play
one.
it cool.
I was like,
Yeah,
oh,
right.
I was
I
like,
do
oh,
this all the time.
the guy was
this
like,
is like this is my 18th win. Like this isn't nothing. This doesn't do anything for me anymore.
yeah, the guy was like, oh, good
Right.
one, bro, and I was like, oh yeah, you too, man. And I want to be like, yeah, I gotta win, woo! But I
Finally.
couldn't. But no, and then the uphill the not the uphill battle, but the rise to fame just started from there. I actually did start doing pretty good, kind of. But Apex, obviously, and in Call of Duty, I've noticed like we've been playing a lot. The new
I got fucked by a car.
the new
Just as I jumped in, I heard. I thought you really, in real life, got hit by a car.
dude, the new Call of Duty update is pretty fun though.
It's pretty good.
It's hot
It's
pursuit.
pretty good.
It's essentially cops and robbers in a giant open world. So Jeremy Miller, who just started streaming, actually the other day, Obscured 69. If those who don't,
Nice.
little quick call out for Mr. Jeremy Miller.
Right, on Twitch.
On Twitch, yes. He started streaming, but yeah, we've been playing that. Me, him, James, Nick. Came in a couple times, but other than that, though,
How much is that game?
it ranges from 25
yeah.
to 60. It's
Yeah, I got mine for like $25.
yeah, Black Friday and like all of Christmas, it was $25, and then after it went up, and then it went back on sale, and it's just it never stays consistent at
Damn
one price. I think we finally convinced Nate Suchtech to actually utilize his PS4 and download
Yeah, we
Apex
did.
Legends
Yeah, we did.
last night, so that's kind of cool. But yeah, playing that. Unfortunately, my streaming this week is gonna be a little off. I won't be on tomorrow because I have to go to bed early because I have my ASM, my assistant sales manager interview Tuesday.
Thing.
What would happen?
Dude, I constantly call this show the Level Up Podcast.
Oh yeah.
Level up.
Son of a damn it.
So this dude
One of my guys
makes a
told me.
schedule for all of his friends to see on Discord, and the first one Sundays, Level Up Podcast. And I go in, I was like, Jeff, it's
Level up.
Aye,
Unlock
aye.
podcast. And he was like,
Aye, all the time.
and he was like, "What do you mean?" I was like, "You called your own podcast the wrong name."
All the time I do this.
So Monday I will not be on because I have to go to bed because I have to drive 3.5 hours for an interview on Tuesday.
Okay.
Tuesday night I will be on though for our 12 Ultimate Battle Royal free for all insaneness. It's actually super fun just getting a huge group of people, just to, like all your friends to kill each other in whatever game it may be.
Yeah, murdering your friends is great.
Oh, it is 100%.
It is. It's a good time.
Well, even like
Yeah, I
when we
can't tell you
played-
how many.
I just
How many
like making
nights it's
people
been?
cold.
Well, even James, like, even when we played Call of Duty, like the Battle Royal things like that when it's just us playing, not against other people. Like that's fun.
Yeah,
Now you could play quite a few people on. What's the maximum size on that game?
16 on Call of Duty on the custom
See, that's
game.
pretty good. Well, if our group keeps getting bigger and bigger and bigger like it has been, who
problem
knows,
is
man?
is
We'll have to find something.
The cross-platform play though, because all of us have
Yeah.
the PS4.
Oh yeah,
One of these days.
is that what you guys play that on?
Yeah.
PS4.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. So, all right, I'm glad I found that out. I would have bought it, and everybody's
Oh.
like,
Oh,
"Yeah,
sorry, wrong system.
we don't have it."
One day
Yeah.
it'll be cross-platform. Hopefully one day all
No, it
games
won't.
will be. Probably not, but it
No.
should.
No, with Sony around.
No. And obviously the rest of the week is just kind of whatever. I really don't have whatever anybody wants to hang out and play is what I usually will play, which usually consists of Apex, Call of Duty, and I played Fortnite for about 5 minutes with my nephew the other day, and then he got kicked off by his mom. But other than that, though, that's pretty much how my week will go, and hopefully on top of, it's kind of funny, like it's like a bittersweet moment. Like I want the ASM job, but at the same time I don't. The reason why I don't, because how will it affect all of this that we're doing currently?
Yeah.
Like that's the
Yeah.
thing that's in the back of my mind. Yes, I would get paid a significantly more amount of money, which is ultimately in the end what we want. But at the same time,
For those that don't know, that's an all-store manager type of position.
yes.
Yeah,
So you'll
so
be
it's a
working.
lot
I'll be
more-
working 50 some hours a week, and how will it play into all of this? I don't know. So I'm hoping that it's like I want the job. At the same time, it's like I hope that they respectfully decline me the position so I can keep doing this. So it's like a back and forth.
Yeah.
Mm.
'Cause
Obviously, if I were
that-
to get offered it, I would not decline it at all. But
Yeah,
Right.
no.
Yeah, because the big thing is what time you get out of work.
exactly. But one of the
And how
stipulations, especially for this, the streaming piece will be what it is, but the podcast thing, I 100% am going to make that a priority regardless of whatever shifts, because I love doing this. I think this is fun. I actually look forward to Sunday
Yeah. Me
evenings
too.
because this is
too.
fun. This is awesome. I love
Until the
this shit.
show starts, I'm in the fetal position on the bed. waiting.
Like
When is it starting?
Like I have nothing else to do with my life right now. I'm just
Um,
kidding.
But I'll definitely keep you guys posted on
Kind
that.
of.
So.
Yeah, definitely.
And Mr. James, People I Hate Studios, go ahead.
All right.
Okay, so my week has been really like at the end, just crammed in a whole bunch of shit. So, been playing Jump Force. That's a hot mess of fucking amazingness.
Explain to us
I've
what that
been-
is for people who don't know.
All right, so Jump Force. Here it is. Here, I'll grab the. It's the most weeb trash thing that has ever weeb trashed. You got
I've seen
You
that
got
online.
okay. All right, so there's 40 different players, 40 different characters from 15 different mangas. You can fight online and offline to save the universe from destruction. You can create your own avatar by mixing elements from different mangas. So, it's a game where you make your own anime OC to defeat the evil, the big bad, from destroying the universe.
So essentially,
Uh,
you see those fake videos where people make of Goku versus Naruto. It actually comes to life in this game.
Yeah, you can make that real. You can make it real. I've made a character. Me and Chat made a character when I was streaming it the first night. His name is Crumbingo, or Crumbongo. Crumbongo. I even made a little story for him. So so way back when there was a planet. I forget the name of the planet. But Crumbongo lived there peacefully as the prince, all over his entire land. Then one day, Frieza came and tried to destroy the planet. Well, Crumbongo and a few others of his people went to a different planet, and they lived there peacefully until Frieza came back and attacked. During the fight, Crumbongo was hit by evil Frieza-ness. Some evil. So part of him, his left eye is all black, and his right eye is all white, signifying the good and evil in him. So he's trying to suppress that evil the entire time, but it's slowly engulfing him. He then gets a call after they repel the Frieza soldiers. Many moons passed, and he gets a call from a planet called Earth, and they're saying, "Hey, shit's going down. Frieza's attacking. We need to save the world. We need warriors to help save the world." So to get revenge on his planet, and for his evil in his heart now, he goes to Earth to fight Frieza once and for all, to avenge his family.
I fucking love that you literally made this story up for a character in a video game. That is the
Yeah, I did.
I've ever heard in my life.
So whenever you give me like an OC to create, I like to make a story. So way back in the day, as in like 2 years ago or a year or two ago, I streamed Sonic Forces, and I made an OC in that game, a Sonic OC named Lieutenant General Bork, because he was a dog with like night vision goggles and kneecaps, knee shields, pads. That's the word, knee pads. And yeah, it was like this whole like overarching thing where he's fighting with Sonic to preserve good and evil, but at the same time he's like, you know what? Evil sounds pretty cool. Evil sounds pretty good right now.
That's hilarious.
So, yeah, so Jump Force made me fucking cry, be laughing, because I don't know if anyone saw the post I put on Twitter, but it's a video of me freaking out because I was just playing it off stream for funsies, and it was we were on Planet Namek. I was Goku fighting a bunch of ninjas, and in the background on Planet Namek, there's the Statue of Liberty.
Oh, you said the Statue of Liberty just randomly populated in this game.
Yeah, it's the dumbest thing ever. Game's pretty weird. You have up to 3 players on a team. Everyone shares a health bar and like a special meter.
That's pretty cool.
It's weird. It's interesting. 4 out of 10 would not recommend, except for the very few people that enjoy that trash. Other than that, I've been getting into Ace Combat again, playing that a lot. Fantastic game. Everyone should play it. Ace Combat 7. And then today I started watching a new anime.
And what was this?
So, hold on. Let me get the full name. Real quick. Shimoneta. Alright. Oh, the full name, everyone just calls it Shimoneta. But the full name of it is called Shimoneta, A Boring World Where the Concept of Dirty Jokes Doesn't Exist.
That sounds like an amazing anime.
It's fantastic. So, it's about Japan in the future.
Yeah.
They outlawed any kind of like smut. So it's the polar opposite of Japan nowadays.
Yeah.
There's no like no sexy pictures, none of that shit. So there's this one girl. It takes place in like high school. There's this one girl who just goes around and just throws like porno magazines all over the place, and she's considered a terrorist.
Okay.
So it's hilarious. I would highly recommend watching Shimoneta. I'll probably finish the series when the next episode of this airs, so next Sunday. So I'll report back in when that's done.
Oh hell yeah.
Yeah, other than that, just streaming, playing Apex. Did pretty good in Tetris 99 today.
I was about to ask.
I was
how is your Tetris 99 adventure going?
So for like the entire hour I was waiting to start this podcast for Walker to hop on the Discord, I was just like, I'm gonna get a few rounds of Tetris 99 in. I've gotten my max now is like 3 KOs, and I think the highest I've gotten is like 25th. That's so awesome. I'm like, I'm getting good. I'm getting MLG Elite
so
Pro here.
To say, like,
yeah.
I knocked somebody out in Tetris. Oh
yeah. I fucked their shit up, yo.
Tetris God was.
God. Oh, that's amazing.
The fact that that's even a game that's gonna just wait, dude.
Kill Fortnite.
Good luck, Hearthstone.
Oh.
Good luck, Fortnite. Good luck, Fortnite and Apex. You got a new contender in the field.
Oh my god, that's so funny. That's absolutely hilarious that they made that into a battle royal.
It's great. It's great though. I'm glad they did it.
I
I'm
love
so
it.
glad they did it.
I love it. I think that's amazing. Miss.
But yeah, that's my week.
That's phenomenal.
What are you guys streaming, posting this week?
Yeah, I was gonna ask you that. Just the usual stuff right now. I've been playing a whole lot of Overwatch because that's the only game I have that I can get 6, 7 people, sometimes more, playing simultaneously. I have this really cool idea I have with Fallout that I'm gonna be running with. I'll talk about that a little bit later in the community building chapter of it. And
Minecraft.
I haven't. Oh yeah, you got that working, huh?
Yes.
Minecraft?
Yeah, my buddy Mark thought that'd be a fun one to get into. We used to play the shit out of that, man. Another thing I'd like to do is I'd like to get Ark back up and running, just because I'm looking for games. I'll touch into this, but I'm looking for games that I can get a group of people to play, because right now, and then I've been thinking about maybe doing a solo run, but through like Subnautica or Alien Isolation or something like that.
Oh, Alien Isolation's so good.
I know. I just hate scary games. I'm not gonna lie. I suspend my disbelief too hard.
Watch my entire
Problem that-
Resident Evil 2 Let's Play on Twitch, and you just hear me scream like a little baby at least 40 times.
Yeah, my eye twitches a whole lot when I play that game. So, but I've been thinking about doing that, but I really am trying to build a community, dude, and I've been having such a good time doing it. So that's all I got really lined up right now. Is I haven't even played much Apex lately. It's just been a lot of the Overwatch and a lot of the Fallout lately. Because there's a lot of neat stuff coming up in Fallout, which we'll get into with game news. But that's about it. How about you?
Myself or James?
Yeah.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
All right, go ahead, Walker. What are you up to?
Yeah,
What
Walker,
games are you
go.
playing this week?
I want to figure out a way how to link like an iPad or my phone and stream off of that to like the Elgato, because there's these random games that I have, like there's like, it's called Boss.io, Player.io. There's stupid random like not battle royal games, but like you remember like Slither.io, that guy
Yeah.
play that game? It was just a snake where you went around and got 8 dots and you got bigger. So
Yep.
essentially there's games like that. Like I think that'd be kind of cool to kind of stream. Probably won't happen, but
So Walker, you have two options here. You can either download Streamlabs right on your phone and you can stream that way. Or you could download BlueStacks, which is an Android emulator,
I had
on
that
your
for a
computer.
while.
I use it all the time. Well,
I
used
hear
to
there's
use
a
it all
lot
the
of
time.
security issues with that, actually.
If they want to steal my nudes, they can.
That's what I do. I'm gonna put my so you're gonna want to update your security. I've been stealing your nudes for months now.
All right, what do you think? What do you think? I mean,
Hey, you could be
above average, below average.
let us know.
I'll do a poll. I got a whole website dedicated to you.
But now it's pretty much the usual. I need to start getting more into the YouTube side of it, because I stream every day. I stream to my YouTube, but I pay no attention to it, unfortunately. So that's my stupidity. I eventually want to start getting into that. I've been messing with Streamlabs a little bit just to kind of edit. I do have a Magic 8 Ball if you are on my stream. Oh no, never mind. I don't have it on this one. So I lied.
Liar.
If you're on my other one, my non-podcast one, I bought a Magic 8 Ball. Well, I didn't buy it. It's free for 15 days, and it's $3 a month after that.
You bought it.
But
Don't get yourself. You bought it.
after the 15 days, I'm going to disable it just because I don't want to pay $3 a month for a Magic 8 Ball. Essentially, it's exactly what it is. You type in the chat.
$3 a month?
Yeah, it's like exclamation point 8, the number 8, and then the word ball, and then you ask it a question. Your screen like shakes, and then it answers you. It's kind of cool. It's a cool interactive thing, but for $3 a month, I don't know. I added some really weird things to, like, another thing to my gamer profile as well. When someone types in the chat, it says like a giant hello across the screen, and it waves at them.
Hello.
So I've just been adding
Can't-
like, little random animations to make it fun.
Walkers, I hope that there's some sort of sound effect in association with that hello.
Maybe I don't know. No.
All right, because
I've been the only person that's typed in my chat since I got it. So.
if there is, can I please do my stream intro hello as the hello?
I know there's a way to do there's a way to put it. I don't know if I have it activated, but if there is, definitely.
Hello.
But I do his ASMR voice.
Yeah. That's how I do every. What was it? Was I reading it? Yeah. What was that one stream where Miller? We were waiting for like 20 fucking years.
That was
for us to. Yeah. Where I was just reading some fanfic one day. I was just reading fanfic on stream.
That's the. Did I tell you,
Good.
Schroeder, because of his voice, like the things that he does, that he was copywrote on YouTube?
Yeah, I heard about
Yeah.
that.
Yep.
Your own videos were copywritten because you're
I'll have to-
similar.
I'll have to find that email one of these days. I got another copy claim ID.
Did you?
For
really?
what?
One day. It's fucking Apex. The music from Apex Legends. I got the boom after one stream. Just boom, copy claimed.
God.
Content ID claimed. I'm like, oh fuck you. That wasn't even the first time I streamed it.
That's shit.
Dude, my chat's going crazy over here.
Oh, about that his voice was copywrote.
Yeah. Oh man.
That's
Yo.
so funny though.
Something that I would like to
It's the
talk to you
dumbest
guys
shit.
about at some point is I wonder if it's possible to get all three of our stream chats into one Discord. So that if we wanted to,
maybe.
because like my chat shows up in the video, so something we'll figure out. That's a topic for next week. But
Yeah.
I know we're not
yeah.
supposed to focus on it, but ask your guys' viewers. Ask how our sound is.
I already
Miller-
did. At least on
Miller
our
says
end,
we
it's,
sound super choppy.
on my end it's 7.
Yeah,
I already asked that a while ago. They said everything sounds good over here.
yeah. Miller just
Oh, I know
messaged
that
me
wind.
saying that you sound choppy. You all sound choppy as shit. He
Well,
doesn't have any power, so I don't know if it was
That's what I was gonna
It's
say.
it's probably his.
his
the
mobile-
Wi-Fi
It's
trying to
probably
get through the
his thing.
wind.
Yeah, his whole apartment complex lost power because of the windstorm. Mike,
Yeah, that's what my
God.
buddy was saying.
Mike Richards.
Yeah,
says it
everybody
sounds
over
fine
here
to
is
him.
saying it sounds good. Yeah.
Okay, I just want to make sure. I was like, that's my biggest fear. Is just the sound quality sounds like trash.
Dale says he's on his phone and it sounds fine.
Okay,
So
Miller said
Yeah.
it must be his mobile network then.
I.
The
But
towers,
yeah, we should see
the
if.
towers are probably just fucking going crazy up there with the wind though. Probably shaking
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
shit. Sorry, I didn't mean to get off topic there.
I remember when I used to be a cell phone tower.
What'd you say? You used to be a cell phone tower?
I remember when I used to be a cell phone tower.
Standing there.
How
Then
How
I took
was
a
it?
Hanzo arrow to the knee.
So what am essentially other than the norm? What are you doing? Anything special this week, James, in terms of streaming?
I don't know. I don't know.
You gotta let us know, Schroeder. You're laughing too much. What's
Yeah,
up?
you're laughing too hard.
Joey, my buddy Joey, he watches like almost every stream I do. He's great. He's one of my best friends on here, and he says his sounds great, but that's because he uses gutter oil backup generators. Lost air.
That's funny.
Uh,
That is actually amazing. Let's, also, I forgot to self-promote all of us before we started. For those who are watching or listening over the audio-only version, myself, Jeremy, Captain_Geach15 on all levels of social media. Jeff Schroeder, Splash Screen Gaming, same thing. All levels of social media, Twitch, Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube. And
then I'm the weird one.
he is. He doesn't like. He likes to have two separate names to make it super confusing. As well, he doesn't like Instagram, so he doesn't have.
No,
that
fucking
either.
scrim.
Dude, Instagram is really nice. It took me a really long time to get on board with Instagram, but I think it's pretty cool.
I'm gonna find a way to stream this shit on Periscope on Twitter.
And then there you go.
Just
And,
to spite Instagram.
Periscope? Well, guess what? Restream has a thing for that.
Does it?
And then James Scalzetti, YouTube and Twitch, People I Hate Studios, Twitter, People I Hate 10. As always, levelunlockpodcast.podbean.com. All 3 episodes are available, as well as they are available anywhere podcasts are available. And
we got it on the Google
YouTube.
Play. We got it on the Spotify. We got it on the YouTube. We got it on the iTunes. We got a Podbean. We got it everywhere.
Exactly. And if you
I
want to
couldn't find
rewatch the live stream, go to YouTube.
I know. I gotta figure something out for that. On
I
my
haven't
own
paid
personal
much
one.
love to the YouTube side of it, but if you do want to watch the live, if you want to see us, you can definitely do that. Just search Level Unlock Podcast. Otherwise, just listen to the audio version. 65 listens over 3 podcasts.
Yeet.
So that's about 30
That's
total.
good, man.
Episode 1. Let me actually go to the actual numbers.
When I
here.
checked earlier, episode 2 has the most at like 26, I think.
Yep, episode 2.
And then it was like 24 for number 1, and then like
Yep. All right, yeah. So yeah, 26, 24, and 14. Episode 3 had the least. Which is weird. Everyone keeps going back to the original 2 and listening to those. So
you
which
can't
is
beat
awesome,
the
though.
originals.
Oh, never. And we now have 4 followers.
Woo!
Nice.
I emailed Podbean because I was a little salty that on the mobile app, if you go and you research, you can do subcategories. So our main category is video games. And then in the mobile app, if you click video games, games and hobbies is our main category. Under games and hobbies, you have subclasses, and our subclass is video games. And then it gives you every podcast in that area. And there is multiple podcasts with 0 followers, and we have 4. So I go to the area with 4. We're not on there. I was like, what the hell?
What a bunch of goofs.
I was like, it goes from people
What
with
a bunch of goofs.
It goes from people with 6, it skips 4 and 5, and goes to 3, 1, and 0. So I was like, what are we doing wrong here that we're not being, that we're not
Am I not paying Podbean enough?
Yeah, it's because, we don't have the paid subscription. I don't know.
No, we do, because I pay for it every fucking month.
So I'm hoping they email you tomorrow asking why we're not in the subclass of the 1. So, but who knows? Anywho, James, start with you. What news we got?
We got some shit. Let's see. Let's go off to the big one first. Let me flip around here on some of the on my little notes here. The big news story of the week: Nintendo of America CEO Reggie Fils-Aimé, the meme master, is retiring. He's going on to greener pastures, spending more time with his family and loved ones. So good for him. He's had a great run. Great memes have arose from him. My body is not ready for the news from him leaving, though.
But we got to give it up for the new president, though.
We got to give it up for Doug Bowser. Doug Bowser taking it.
Doug Bowser, the king of Nintendo.
Bowser
he knew one day he would raise to the top. He only had to kidnap the princess 6,000 times. But
she did like it.
Purpose.
I'm following him on Twitter now, Doug Bowser. I was creeping on his Twitter one day after the news broke that he was taking over, and he is almost as good of a shit poster as Reggie Fils-Aimé. So he's immediately in my heart, and I love this man deeply.
I met.
That's not supposed.
Go ahead, keep going. Sorry.
The whole thing isn't supposed to happen until I think like March, like mid to late March. I think is when it's actually gonna swap over. But
just know when anyone tries to look up who's the president of Nintendo Nintendo was it North America?
Nintendo of America. Yep.
Just remember that. Bowser's taking over the world.
That's all the mushrooms.
I met
Nintendo's eating all those mushrooms. Being greedy with them too. They said they were gonna send me a little satchel of them. They're good with peanut butter and fluff.
I met the brother-in-law to the president of Nintendo. I can never pronounce his name.
Reggie Fils-Aimé.
Yeah, I met the brother-in-law because this guy came into Geek Squad and he's talking to me. I don't know if I ever told you guys the story. It was super funny.
I know the story. You told me like this 7 times already.
Probably, but the viewers don't know it, so I'm telling the viewers
No.
now. Just pretend I'm telling you guys for the first time too. So guy comes in, he's talking to me. I have, if those who don't know, a giant sleeve tattoo of video games and other things that consist of a Pokeball, a Digivice, a Dragon Ball, Lego Batman, Mario.
Yeah, I see the Mario mushroom on the back there.
Mario, and then Donkey Kong. So
Danky dongs.
the guy comes up. The guy's talking to me. And he's looking at me. He's looking at me weird. I'm helping him with his phone, and he was like, "You like Nintendo?" And I was like, "Yeah." He was like, "Oh, cool, me too." And then and he was like, "Do you know whoever?" I'm like, "The name."
Reggie Fils-Aimé.
Reggie Fils-Aimé. He's like, I was like, "The name sounds."
We'll call him
familiar."
Reggie. We'll call him Reggie Fee.
Reggie Fils.
No, his official name is the Reginator.
The
The
Reginator.
Reginator.
And
Okay.
he's like, "Do you know who that is?" And I'm like, "The name sounds super familiar." And he was like, "The president of Nintendo." I was like, "Oh, okay, cool." And he's like, "Yeah, I'm his brother-in-law." I'm like, "Okay."
Aren't you the coolest guy in the neighborhood?
So I
Ask him
guess-
if he could score me some of that grade A gutter oil
I know,
straight
right?
from the factory over there.
So I guess Reggie's sister they moved to Northeast. So they live in Northeast, and I guess Reggie comes to Pennsylvania every Thanksgiving and stuff to spend the holidays with them. And he showed me pictures, and he was like, "Can I take pictures of your tattoos?" I'm like, "I guess yeah." And he was like, I was like, I want to send him to Reggie, and I'm like, I'm not gonna get like a lawsuit or anything like that in the mail, am I? For like copyright and tell me to remove
Cease
my
and
tattoos?
desist, take it off
Cease and
your-
desist, tell me to rip my tattoos off my arm. And he was like, no. Like he loves that kind of stuff. I think he would think it's amazing. I'm like, okay, I better not get some kind of letter in the mail saying I'm being sued for copyright.
Right? With a little vial of gutter oil tattoo
So-
removal.
and then the guy promised me that he was gonna have Reggie come in the Best Buy that Thanksgiving, that Black Friday, and he never came in. It's like dick. But I did look up though.
Maybe he did, but you just didn't see him.
I did.
You don't know what he looks like.
I did look that guy up by his name and everything, and yes, it was legit his brother-in-law. So he wasn't lying about that, because obviously people can just say, I can say that I'm related to whoever, and people will be like, oh, that's amazing. But
I'm related to Shigeru Miyamoto.
exactly,
He's my dad.
I'm related to Kangas Kong, so kind of works out. But yeah, no. So I looked it up and verified it, so that was kind of cool. But yeah, I was like, oh, maybe I'll get some kind of royalties. They'll invite me to Nintendo. They'll make me like their spokesperson.
No,
so
man.
I got Nintendo on my arm, but nothing
Right?
ever
Yeah,
happened.
Bowser knocking on your door himself.
Nothing ever happened with it. I was like, son of a bitch. I was like, I got some random dude taking pictures of me. It's cool though.
He's gonna put him on the same website. We got all James's nudes.
For those of you. It's like, son of a bitch.
Oh heavens, Jesus Christ.
Sorry.
Oi.
Anyway, what other news we got, James?
Yeah, what else is going on out there in the video game sphere?
All right, so here's a big fuck you to Microsoft. There's a game that everyone was super hyped for called Scalebound, made by Platinum Games, one of the best, if not the best, game developer right now. It was so promising. Everyone was super hyped for it. It was an Xbox One exclusive. Xbox One exclusive. That doesn't matter anymore. Xbox One exclusive. Then they canceled it out of nowhere. And everyone's like, are you fucking joking right now? It almost bankrupt Platinum Games. They almost lost, like, we wouldn't have gotten one of the best games ever made, Nier Automata. So, rumor has it, upon the rumor mill, Scalebound, the game in question, is coming to the Nintendo Switch. It's like this big, like, you command dragons, and you fight other dragons, you're a dude that's just like, boo, 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 throwing out shit.
I love the
It's
animation.
it's so rad. But Microsoft had to be like, we don't like fuck you. I'm salty about it. Really salty.
Well, I mean, it might have anything to do with the whole license thing that you guys were talking about a minute ago. Like they have too many licenses, they can't get more or whatever.
No.
Maybe that's
No.
what it was. They were like, no. They
They
did
were
it
just
because-
like, this
They're
isn't
like, no
going to
dragons.
appeal. This isn't going to appeal to American audiences. Most likely.
So we need
Fuck you.
Shroud needs to raid one of our chats right now. He's got 70,000 people watching him.
Jesus. God damn.
Okay, let's see what else is on the docket. The voice actor for Dante from Devil May Cry 5 was he was shooting some stuff. Let me get his name real quick. He was shooting some stuff for a documentary in Guatemala. And Ruben Langdon. He was in Guatemala shooting for like a documentary. His car gets shot at 6 times, like at point blank.
No
What
way.
the fuck? Why?
Yeah, just cause it's Guatemala.
Oh my goodness.
He even posted pictures on Twitter with like the shell casings, and he goes, "Good thing I had my bulletproof coffee this morning."
Right?
Oh my god.
Jesus. All right, so,
So
he
that-
went in the car.
So that could have been a huge travesty,
That's insane.
and it would have been so sad. Next up, we got the Google keynote for the Game Developers Conference coming next month. Google just released, they're beta testing a service called a cloud gaming service. I forget what it's called.
I have it. Hold on.
Yeah, you have it. Okay. I could dig around for it, but
maybe wait for my internet to load. Oh, you bastard! It didn't save.
I forgot to hyperlink the source on this one thing. But yeah, I can't remember the name off the top of my head. But yeah, Google's going to be probably talking about that, when it's going to be releasing, what kind of stuff. Right now, if you are part of the beta testing program, you play Assassin's Creed Odyssey for free. That's pretty neat. We're going to talk about pricing, how it's going to affect the gaming industry as a whole, specs and that kind of stuff, which, I mean, it wouldn't really matter because it's all running off of Google servers.
Essentially, they're calling it the Netflix for video game subscriptions.
Yeah.
Isn't
Which...
that GameFly?
Oh, God!
Well, no, this
You guys, I don't even know if
this
that's
is
still a
for
thing.
sure.
Is GameFly
It's still a thing. It's still a
it
thing.
is, but no, this is just streaming, and it's Project Yeti.
Yeti. Okay.
Yeah, no, it's literally a streaming service for games only.
Yeah.
Well, that's
Now-
actually kind of cool.
Now, Capcom has been playing with this idea over in the Nihongo, Japan. There was like a while where you were able to download, like basically stream Resident Evil 7 on the Switch using the processing power of Capcom servers
Mm.
to run it on your Switch. So your Switch wasn't going apeshit crazy because it can't handle it.
Right, right.
And that was, from what I heard, it was pretty successful and it worked pretty well.
You worry about latency issues, though, eh?
Well, over in Japan, they have, god tier internet, so that doesn't really
That's
matter.
true. Yeah. Latency isn't a thing over there. It's a mystical,
It's,
mystical being, like a unicorn,
it's the unicorn.
or like the shark that carries my friend Mark around in the sky. Did you guys see those?
I see those pictures.
images?
They're funny as shit.
No.
If you go to
They're on the Discord.
yeah.
I have again, another thing we'll talk about in Streamer's Corner, but as a perk to subbing to my channel, you too can ride a mythical beast. And actually,
All right.
yeah, I promoted that the other. I got a bunch of friends that are.
It's fucking hilarious.
It is hilarious. Here, for those that are on the show right now, I'll put them into this window I have here and show you. But they're in my Discord. I'll send them to you, James. They're fucking.
All right.
They're
Yeah,
great.
let me know, because I would love to see that.
Essentially,
I think tomorrow.
this Google, the Project Yeti, is to compete with NVIDIA and Sony's streaming service.
Yeah.
And Microsoft is doing their streaming service. It's called Project X Cloud, which we'll talk about later. But yeah, it's essentially they want to get into the gaming market because it's a $140 billion industry. So Google's like, sure, why not?
Yeah. But it's just a slow decline of physical media like that.
Yeah.
I like my shelf of games. I like my piles of games that I have. My piles and shelves of games.
Do you think
I'll-
eventually, kind of like how the movie industry, literally how buying CDs, buying DVDs, Blu-rays are a thing of the past? Do you think gaming will be the same thing now, where you literally just you stream it or you buy it
Yep.
directly from the system?
Yep.
I don't know. And all right, guys. All right, this is for the chat and for the for our group here, and for your chats as well. Okay. When was the last time you went to the store, other than a pre-order, to buy a game?
Just the other day. Literally yesterday.
Really?
That doesn't surprise me. You don't even believe in Instagram.
No, I don't. But I have been more open to digitally downloading stuff if I'm too lazy.
Why don't you like doing it? Why don't you like digital
Why?
downloads? Yeah.
Because I like having the stuff on my shelf, and as a man who's working on a complete PlayStation 2 and Super Nintendo collection,
That
it's
makes
just
sense.
natural that I would have piles of PlayStation and 4 games laying around. And also, I mean, like, you can't get shit like this. You can't get shit like this on a
Oh, this
on your
That is true. That is
on-
true.
on
You get that type of
fucking
amazing.
physical, or like you look at something like let's see here, how about Dissidia Final Fantasy? I mean, look at how rad that cover is. It's a work of
Yeah.
art, you know? I should start doing a series where I just kind of critique box arts.
There you go.
That's actually not a bad idea.
It's a niche group
And
right
it's,
there.
yeah. I'm like, oh, this is fucking rad.
What is people in your chat saying, Schroeder?
When I put those amazing pictures into the channel, I got rid of the podcast screen I had there. Let's see. Well, Aimright says that the reason you don't go to the store is because you're because you're Amish. That's why you don't buy things online.
Oh, that's a good one.
Acid scooped up the 76 release. Aaron said he thought that buying games from the store died out like the dinosaurs. Aimright said that was racist.
Oh my god,
Let's
that was
see.
amazing.
And then Aaron says that dodos will one day fly so high.
That is amazing. Oh, Jesus.
So okay. So I'm definitely not alone on this. All right,
Oh no,
I'm not alone
I can appreciate
because
it. I got one
because-
box art.
because okay. So I don't know if you guys are familiar with limited run games at all.
Mm-hmm.
So for those who aren't,
Just for you. Just for
Oh,
you,
okay.
James.
yeah.
I got the 76 piece. I'm such a huge fanboy of Fallout, though.
Okay. So here we go. I got something for you. I got the Monster Hunter World Steelbook.
There you go.
I bought this separately. I paid $15 for this Steelbook.
Of course.
After owning the game, I love this video game so much. So I feel you, Jeff. So limited run games, for those who don't know, they basically grab like digital only titles
Mhm.
and make a very limited run of physical editions for it. That shit gets snatched up super quick.
Yeah.
And there's like I think another one or two companies that do that. Their names are escaping me right now. But so I just don't know. I think physical editions are going to go away. They're definitely going to go away. I just think the small niche group that I'm in gonna hold on tight to that. Just try to ride it out as long as possible.
And having that collector's thing too, that's huge because I know that's big now. Like I was telling you guys last week, I have a friend Josh. He collects Sega stuff, and he's only
Sega.
45 games away from having every single Sega game that was ever made. He's got
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, he's got every console, including like the Nomad and the Sega CD, the Sega TV, and all that stuff. He's got a ton of stuff, which is amazing. Yeah, it's like 45 games or something like that away from having every game, and I think there's a total of 600 games or something.
Jesus.
Like that. Let me look it up to make sure. Yeah, he's been collecting for a while.
Collecting's fun. It's something I tell people to avoid, but it's fun.
About 700 games. So yeah, he's got over 600 video games, 600 Sega games right now, which is amazing.
Nice.
What else we got, James?
We have the FTC, the Federal Trade Commission, is going to be hosting a public workshop later this year concerning loot boxes.
Yeah, I heard about this.
So, yeah, so loot boxes, for those who don't know, are just random grab bags things like in games, like in Overwatch. That's the thing that really made it huge, where you do some stuff where you pay money, and you get a box that's filled with digital goodies, and you don't know what's in it. And then boom, bang, boom, you got items. Well, a lot of people, a lot of countries especially, are saying that it is a form of gambling, which I'm going to take my stance here, my political stance here. Yes, it is fucking gambling, and it needs to be regulated like gambling. Kids shouldn't be allowed to gamble at a young age. Little 5-year-old Timmy shouldn't be able to buy loot boxes. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Get that out of here.
Get the hell away from
Get
that.
it out of here. You don't know.
That's true.
Yeah. You don't know to stop. I think it's banned in Belgium. That stuff's banned, like completely banned in Belgium. I know. What is it? The one of the congressmen in Hawaii's voting like super hard to try to get this banned in America.
So are they banning the buying of loot boxes, or you getting a loot box for free inside the game?
That's where the kind of gray area is.
Yeah, because
'cause-
real quick, Aim right here says you should at least be able to get rid of your bullshit stuff you don't want.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, doubles shouldn't be a thing.
yeah.
But then we also kind of get into the whole thing of, well, I mean, when you really think of it too, buying like, say, a pack of Yu-Gi-Oh cards could be a form of gambling.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because
Or like baseball cards.
That's true.
You're trading
But-
them, you're selling them.
Here's the difference between Pokemon cards or Yu-Gi-Oh cards, baseball cards, etc., or loot boxes in China, because they're kind of a different beast, and loot boxes around the rest of the world. With the cards and that kind of stuff and the loot boxes in China, you know the odds.
Yeah.
It is publicly displayed. These are the odds of getting this, 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 and this. While over here, it's like, yeah, fuck it. You know, good luck, GG.
I can see
That's where-
yes, you can't buy. I can see them taking away the feature to buy a loot box, but
Yeah.
like, say, okay, you play in the game for a long time, like in Apex Legends. You play the game, you level up, you get a loot box, you get unlock free shit. To me, that should be allowed.
Yeah,
But yeah, to buying it, I see.
yeah. Buying it's bad.
Yeah, because then you have like people like Fortnite and stuff like that. Fortnite is you have the same concept. No, you don't. You don't have loot crates in Fortnite.
Mm-mm.
No.
No, you buy the skins. That's that.
Yeah.
I'm fine with that.
Yeah, you buy this.
100% fine with it. But it's like, oh, hey, I just spent with something like, let's say Call of Duty World War II. Oh, I just spent, $60 on this game, and now to get this cool thing that I want, I have to spend, who knows how much. I dropped another $30 in the game.
This just
Fucking
in, breaking
Christ.
news, live as what is that? The wind?
That's the wind.
That's insane.
That's the wind shaking my fucking house.
That's insane. You guys are getting
Jesus.
60-mile-an-hour gusts plus.
Yeah. It's great.
This is just in. This is live right now while it's happening.
Breaking news.
Dun, dun, dun.
Sam Raimi from Mr. Robot.
Hey, yeah.
Who also played what's his name in Bohemian Rhapsody. I'm losing my freaking mind. Just won Best Actor of the Year and for the Oscars.
Nice.
Oh, what are you doing? You're
Not
keeping tabs
Sam
on
Raimi.
Oscar
Wow.
stuff?
Yeah, no,
Not Sam Raimi.
Enzo, no, that's from Baby Driver.
And Mr. Robot, Aimright says.
Yeah, Mr. Robot.
Yeah,
Remy
Remy something.
Malek.
Yeah, there we go. Malik, Remy Malik.
Remy Malek. There we go. Yeah, he just won a Best Oscar for his portrayal in Bohemian
Freddie
Rhapsody.
Mercury.
Freddie
Freddie Mercury.
Mercury in Bohemian
I want to
Rhapsody.
see that. I hear it was good. I got all these old people coming into work asking for it, so it's got to be,
Where's that Bohemian Rhapsody?
Completely
I like,
unrelated to anything that we're saying, but I just thought that was
I
cool,
like
so.
that gay man in there.
It would have been more effective if I actually knew the person's name instead of shouting it out without knowing his name, but... Sam Raimi
Yeah.
You were
is,
close. You were
director
close.
Of, movies.
Evil Dead.
Yeah. Close enough. I don't know why I said Sam Raimi.
Basically the same person,
It
right?
is.
Yeah,
Close
it
enough.
looks pretty good. God, he has that dude. I think the only person that comes close to Freddie Mercury's range is freaking Jack Black.
He's good. I'll let James finish, but speaking of Jack Black, but anyways, James, keep going.
What was I? I don't even know what I was saying anymore.
Well, we were just finishing the topic of the.
Oh yeah, the loot boxes.
Yeah.
Free is fine, pay is bad. That's the end of my story.
Yep.
Yeah.
Or sorry, free isn't bad. Pay for is predatory.
What's your thoughts
Okay,
on
so
that?
so how do they generate income then? How do these free games, other than I guess just doing regular cosmetic loot or like
Yeah.
cosmetics then?
Yep.
Which
the battle
okay.
passes, like
Battle
API
passes, yeah.
passes, cosmetics,
DLC.
Yep.
Yeah, DLC. Yeah, motivate them to make DLC again for some things.
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
what do
I
you
mean,
think?
like-
a lot of things are gonna lose. I don't know.
Overwatch is going to lose a ton of money.
Yeah, I
Blizzard's
don't-
going to go under. Activision can go suck a dick. They're going to go under too.
I don't spend money on stuff. I don't have any money to spend on stuff, so it don't matter to me.
Yeah.
I guess if I was a person that would buy battle packs or not battle packs, if I was a person that would pay money for randoms like that, I guess I'd be super irritated if I got duplicates all the time.
Oh yeah.
Like, that would be obnoxious as hell. So
Yeah.
other than that, I mean, I don't know. I don't really care. I think it's America, and you a grown up, you do what you want. But for kids,
This
maybe
is
you have
America.
I
to.
don't buy him either, so.
What about all right? So what if it was available for 18 plus? But how do you prove that? I mean, you click
Yeah,
on a
exactly.
You can't.
Yeah.
button? Yeah.
There's
I used to go
actually
to porno sites and it says, "Are you 18 and older?" I was like 14 and I hit yes and it let me in.
Yeah,
So,
of course.
All the time.
Of course.
All the
Who
time.
doesn't?
you have to be 18 or older. Are you sure you are? Yes, I am. Okay, here you go. So
Yeah, so
if it doesn't regulate
So-
that,
now on they did kind of do something with the ESRB. It's a very small thing, but now on games that have like DLC now, or not DLC, like loot boxes, you see like right here, you probably can't see because it's probably not going to focus.
Back
It says
up.
in-game purchases
oh, okay.
That's
on the
why
back
it's
underneath.
them.
Underneath, because even like Jump Force.
So if
in-game
instead of
purchases.
putting it underneath, they can put it within. I don't
Yeah.
know. I don't know how they would do it otherwise.
Well, it's like a separate thing on there.
Okay.
What the fuck was that?
That was me opening a drawer.
Ah.
I'm seeing if Nintendo has it on theirs.
Not really.
No, they don't.
Not a lot of them have it. I mean, I can look through my vast collection of Nintendo
Oh.
Switch games.
Very
Some of
small
them do.
print on Super Smash Bros. In-game purchases.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but that's for the DLC though.
Yeah.
Someone's suggesting.
There's no way of
Someone over here suggesting if you you can have 18-year-olds enter an ID, a driver's license, or a credit card to do it.
Yeah, but that would be too invasive though.
Yeah, that's a
At
big
that point.
conspiracy.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
way too invasive.
My following response to that was more of a opportunity.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's no clear answer.
Yeah. It's,
There's no clear answer. That's why I'm not making the big bucks making laws and shit.
Yeah, they should stop dupes altogether, though.
Let's
Yeah,
ask
they-
Thomas the Tank Engine what he thinks. What do you think of this matter, bro? Yeah, he feels the same way as you, James. If you can't
Hey,
see,
Nut Button. Hey, Nut Button. What do you think of this discussion? There we go.
For those watching in my stream, if they don't know what I'm talking about, I have Thomas the Tank Engine in my background, as well as I have Marshall from Paw Patrol riding Thomas the Tank. So just kind of
Well,
give
it's
you a
because-
visual.
It's because Thomas the Tank would talk to you, so you figured a physical, visible representation would be, you wouldn't feel so crazy about it.
Exactly. Because what was who was I gaming with yesterday? And I was talking to somebody on my chat, and someone was like, "Who are you talking to?" Like, "Oh, I'm talking to my chat," and they're like, "Oh, okay." I just thought you're talking to yourself. Like, sorry, I forgot to call that out.
That's why I like really only play single player games or play with people on Discord.
Yep.
Because then it's like not a weird experience.
Yeah, I know. Like, yeah, sorry, man, I forgot. Because someone was talking to me, telling me they wanted to game with me. I'm like, yeah, I'll game with you, bro. And he was like, what do you mean? We're already gaming. Like, oh, sorry, not you, somebody else. I'm like, oh, that was my bad. What else news you got, James?
Anthem's not doing good with the critics and the fans. Let's take a quick gander over to Metacritic right now, see if it's changed. This is the PC version of Anthem. Anthem right now has, once it decides to load, one of these days it's going to load. Fuck it, I'll just, nope. Nope, Chrome's dying. Chrome's eating shit right now. There we go. There we go. Right now, Anthem has a Metacritic score of 61 from 39 critics, and a user score rating of 4.1!
Holy crap.
BioWare is dead! Sound the alarms!
Hit the nut
Jeez.
button.
Did I break something? Oh, no, I didn't break anything.
No,
It's terrible! For a game that's like, oh, we need to sell 6 million units in a month.
Is Luke on your chat, Schroeder?
Let me check. No, he's not hanging out with us tonight.
I was gonna say, ask him what his thoughts are. Anyone that's currently on, if anyone played Anthem, yeah, I haven't seen amazing reviews. And even Luke was saying he already beat the game essentially. And basically, after you get to a certain point, you just replay the missions at a harder level.
It's just like Destiny, it's just like Division, it's just like Ghost Recon Wildlands, it's just like this, it's just like that, it's just like every other same fucking game in this category. The games as a service model is fucking dumb.
Yep.
A single white guy says it's bad with all capitals with like 5 A's.
It's bad.
It's real bad. Oh man, that sucks.
Yeah. Our bros.
Well, goodbye, Bauer.
Yeah, that stinks. Yeah, because Luke,
Aimright.
He only played it for a couple days. I thought he was gonna play it forever.
Yeah, Aimright, who plays, he's one of the most MLG freaking first person people I know. He says he didn't get it because it's like everything else out there.
Yeah, it's.
Well, I expected Luke to play that nonstop, and the fact that he was playing Overwatch the other day with us, I was like, oh. And he was like, yeah, I already beat it. I was like, what?
That's
do you mean?
crazy.
He's like, yeah, but according to the roadmap that they are laying out for it, they are releasing essentially new maps for the next 90 days, updates, events, things along those lines for the next 90 days.
Well, they have to, and then after that 90 days is done, that game is dead.
Yep.
And they're not going to touch it anymore. They
are... February, the launch of Anthem, we will see an addition of 3 free play events: Outlaw, Outrage, There Be Giants, and Sniper Surge.
There Be Giants.
And March, Anthem players will see new Asylum, Stronghold cosmetics, ward items, legendary missions, 2 unnamed free play events. April, they will get leaderboards, guilds, weekly stronghold.
They don't have leaderboards?
No. At least that's according to this article from yesterday. Guilds, weekly stronghold challenges, a new stronghold called the Sunken, mystery system, 7 new free play events, and in May they will end with what's called Cataclysm, a world event that causes physical change to the world, like extreme weather, dialogues of hostile creatures, changes to the landscape that will reveal new mysteries. So that's essentially how it's
hold on.
laid out.
When is that Cataclysm coming out?
May.
That's something you do like 2 years into the game.
Yeah. So, basically that's the game plan for the first 90 days of this game. But I don't know if they're just trying to release all this stuff now so it gets people's attention so they come into it, and then they'll figure it out down the road. I don't know. It'll be interesting.
Go play Warframe. It's much better, and it's free. That's all I have to say about Anthem.
Because right now, and this kind of goes in the piece of news that I had later, but I'll just bring it up now. EA stock is up 6%. Activision and Blizzard, their stock is down 10%. And Take-Two, their stock is down 16%. Take-Two is Rockstar and 2K.
The 2K.
So, and they're saying that's all because of Fortnite and Apex. That EA is up because it's because of
Apex.
Because of Apex, obviously.
Solely because of Apex.
But yeah, Activision and Blizzard down 10%. Take-Two is down 16%. And you got to figure people eventually, once these other games came out, people are going to stop playing Red Dead Redemption. And everyone's going to play the NBA 2K games, but obviously until the newest NBA game comes out, that stock's going to drop as well.
Yeah. Yeah, oh man, Fortnite's ruining the industry. Oh man, it's the worst. Someone needs to stop Fortnite. Other than the shit that's coming out, that's all that I have for news.
Yeah, what's the... Oh, go ahead.
No, go ahead, Troy.
Oh, okay. Well, I got a little bit of news that probably nobody here really cares about. So you sent me an article the other day. Yeah, Fallout 76 is getting. Fallout 76 is getting some. They released their patch notes for the year, or what they're planning on their game plan for the year, and it actually looks pretty good, man. It's gonna take a little while, but that game is gonna. It's gonna get there. They have new maps coming. They have customizable backpacks coming. They have new. Like if you build a camp, I think they're gonna add it so that you can actually find, like, you can put the toys and the items and the dishes and all that other stuff. You can actually set it out and really customize it if you want. So they got a lot of stuff coming, and they apologized for all the fuckery.
Did they apologize to the guy that they banned?
Roadmap. Ooh, I don't know. I don't know. Well, I did hear about that. Yeah, but the guy had. I was talking to Acid about it. Maybe Acid can drop a thing into the chat about it. There's something he did do, though, that if you were a person that was running a game and you seen this happen, you would be like, what the heck? I think like something like 12,000 different items he was switching. He was trading between characters or something. He was doing something that did look sketchy as hell.
This was a different guy.
Oh, there's another guy.
There's another guy. Yeah. So there's this guy that Bethesda banned because they thought that he was item duplicating.
Yeah.
No, it just turns out he had 900 hours into the game, so he just natively got all that stuff.
Okay.
Reset the clock.
I see.
Where? Okay.
All right. But other than that, they have the Overwatch thing going on right now, the Overwatch League thing going on right now, which is pretty cool. I was actually scoping that out a little bit. I'll tell you what, man, you watch those guys play that. Oh, I see. I thought I was okay until I seen those guys playing. Like, oh my heavens.
I always thought I was good at Soul Calibur until I played it online.
Yeah.
Then I realized how bad I am at it.
Astaroth. That was my favorite character in that game.
Nah, man, Link on Soul Calibur 2 on the GameCube version. Spam down B, just keep throwing bombs.
Guy with a shit bucket. That's a guy with a shit bucket. I don't know what that means.
What, in Soul Calibur?
No, I think he's talking about. They're talking in the chat about another guy. The same type of thing happened to the other guy, but with less time with getting banned.
Oh,
yeah,
I got you. Yeah, James got that, which is hilarious.
I don't have a whole lot of news other than that.
Let me take a look at what's coming out this week, then we'll pass over to Walker for his news.
Titties.
Okay, let's go to releases.com/1/game/2019/2. That's the official URL.
It's a very specific website.
Oh man, Ass came out on the Switch.
Ass?
Ass, Animal Super Squad.
I love it.
Let's see here. What is the week? It is the 24th, the week of the 24th. I don't know why I look back at my calendar, not just at my computer. Alrighty, let's keep going, keep scrolling, keep scrolling, keep scrolling. Stop! We got Dirt Rally 2.0 coming out tomorrow on PC and PS4. Well, the 26th. 26 also Lego Movie 2 video games coming out on PS4 and PC. Same with Trials Rising coming out on the PS4 and the Switch. We have Fate Grand Order VR coming out for the PS4. Fuck is Honor and Duty D-Day? That's coming out on the 26th as well.
Sounds amazing. Duty D-Day.
Guri's coming out on the PC. That's weird. Deltarunes Chapter 1's coming out on the Switch and PS4 on the 28th. And then March 1st, we got DOA 6 coming to the PS4 and PC.
It's not bad.
A lot of shit coming out on March 1st. Toe Jam and Earl, Back in the Groove is coming out for the Switch and PC on March 1st.
Oh, that's cool.
Nice.
Those games are fun.
Yeah, and then there's a Crash Test Dummy game coming out on the PS4 as well on the 1st. And whatever Dawn of Man is. Next month, though, we got Left Alive coming out. Hell yeah.
When is Days Gone
What's
coming
that?
out?
Real quick, what's that website? That has
Releases.com.
Oh.
You can look up games, movies, TV shows, and others. It's pretty cool. Days Gone, I do believe, comes out next week. Why the fuck is Epic Yarn on here? It comes out not next week, next month. Let's see here.
Oh yeah, there's Trials Rising. Sky Hill? They're coming out with another Sky Hill game? Oh, for the Switch.
There's a Danganronpa trilogy coming out on the 26th.
Say that again?
Danganronpa.
Not so loud though, what? I couldn't hear it.
Sorry, I'm just geeking out right now. There's a Danganronpa trilogy coming out on the 26th. I'm gonna buy that. Where is it come out in April?
Say that again, just not so loud this time.
Gang Beast. Gang Beast is coming out for Xbox One. That should make some people happy.
I forgot that game was even a thing.
When
That
is
game is
Days
fun.
Gone coming out? Do you guys see that anywhere?
Why can't you reach Google at the moment?
I'm not seeing
Days Gone.
Dawn of
Probably.
Man
Yeah.
for the PC.
Days Gone, April 26th. I think I have that pre-ordered. I think. Did I pre-order?
Essentially, Days Gone is like a Holocaust zombie apocalypse game where just hordes and hordes and hordes of zombies chase you.
Oh, I cut out a whole bunch. What?
Essentially, Days Gone is a zombie apocalypse where hordes and hordes and hordes of zombies can just chase you.
It's
You
another
have-
zombie game.
You have to survive. And I love those games. Left 4 Dead will always be one of my go-to favorite games.
It's
Okay, I got
oversaturated,
family
in my
that play
opinion.
All the time.
What'd you say?
I got some family that play that all the time. Unravel 2 for the Switch is going to be. that'd be
Yeah.
nice.
Unravel's pretty good.
Yeah.
Resident Evil Original 0 and 4 for the Switch is coming out as well soon.
Well, looks like I'm buying Resident Evil 4 again.
Oh, James's favorite, Final Fantasy 7 for Xbox One. That's his jam.
Sure.
No, that's my favorite. James hates Final Fantasy.
I know.
No, I don't hate Final Fantasy. I think 7's overrated.
Oh, what's
true.
this Yoshi's Crafted World? Is that supposed to be like
Yeah!
a Mario World?
No, so it's a new Yoshi game, where it's just like the old Super Mario World 2, Yoshi's Island, except you don't have Baby Mario, but the whole world is crafted to make it look like clay.
Oh, that's gonna be cool.
Have you
I
ever
actually
seen
have-
the game, Yoshi's Yarn or whatever it is, where he's made a
Yoshi's Woolly World.
No, I've never seen it.
Yeah, there's a game where you play as Yoshi and everything is yarn. It's the same thing, but except clay.
Yeah, I have the amiibo for that. Here, let me pull up the demo real quick on my Switch, and so you can see what the art style's like, because it's absolutely adorable. Once it decides to load, it's not gonna load. It's loading. You guys keep talking.
What other games you see on there, Schroeder?
I'm skimming through. Those are the only ones that really super caught my eye so far.
Here we go. Here we go. Yeah.
So yeah,
It's a mobile game?
It's a
No, it's on the Switch.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, so it's all in the style of like clay and crafts, arts and crafts.
artsy fartsy kind of stuff.
Yeah,
Gotcha,
you know it.
Gotcha.
Well, I'm done with the news. Walker? What do you got?
So, in my world, because I was bored and I decided to actually prepare for this stream, I did a little research. We already talked about the stocks, and how people think Apex is taken over, but it's really not though. Apex is only currently worth 5 to 6 billion, where Fortnite is 10 to 12. So,
Oh man, only $4 billion.
only. Well, the stock for EA obviously is very, 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 very much up, which is awesome. So hopefully that trend will stay. For those who don't know, Pokemon Go, for those who play Pokemon Go, you can now change your team once a year for $10. So essentially, you have the 3 different colors: the red, the yellow, and the blue. You can now change squads once a year.
Squad?
Yeah, the Mystic, Instinct, and Valor. Make sure you choose wisely because you only can change it once. So keep that in the back.
Once
of your
per
minds.
year.
Once per year.
Unless you have a whole bunch of burner phones,
That's true.
and you can make as many as you want.
The end of this month, officially, the PS Vita will no longer be supported by Sony.
Rest in peace, Vita. I love you, Vita. There was one time I did not play my Vita for like a month. I just set it in a drawer for like an entire month. I popped it out one day. It still had a charge.
That's awesome.
It's like a Kindle
I was-
battery.
I know. I don't know, man. My Kindle doesn't have a whole lot of battery. Well, my Kindle Fire doesn't do a whole lot of battery. That's
I wanted
probably
to get
affects with so many porn
Talking about
viruses.
the black and white ones.
Oh yeah. The black and white ones will last like 200 years
Um,
if you give it the chance.
I wanted to get whatever what the hell are those things called?
I don't know. What are those things called?
The PSPs. I wanted to get one. Just because I thought they were amazing. I thought the concept of it was pretty badass, and the fact that I was in high school when the PSP came out, so just to be able to kind of sneak it in school and kind of like hide it, I thought that was.
I don't know where my PSP went.
Oh,
I know where my PSP is. It's in my car.
I always thought that was kind of cool. So, but I never did. I knew people who did get them, but I never got one though. And so
Buddy Max went through 4 of them.
Really?
They kept breaking.
That's funny. So yeah, that is the end of the Vita. Give me 1 second.
You should You guys should get a Vita. Like it's cheap, and it's a great emulation machine.
Well, that was one reason why I wanted it, because you could download the emulators onto a flash drive and play them.
You could do what?
on
You do what? Who's about?
on the Vitas and stuff like that. On the PSPs, you could download emulators onto a flash drive and play them.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, yeah. So you can get like with mine. I don't have any emulators on it. I just completely legally downloaded games off of websites that I paid for 100%, and put them onto an adapter that takes micro SD cards.
I'd never had emulators. I don't know what you're talking about.
No, man, they're backups to games that I completely own.
So,
Speaking of emulators, man, so that's how I got started on YouTube, is emulators.
did you really?
I used to play, if you look back on my old channel, youtube.com/peopleihate, the very first video I did was probably going on 9 years ago. It was me playing a it was like a Deer Hunter game on the Game Boy Advance.
Revenge,
Or was it?
Revenge of the Deer Hunter?
Yeah.
When you were the deer and you had to hunt the people?
No.
That's fucking hilarious.
Let me pull it up real quick. You guys keep talking.
The Microsoft will be announcing the new.
Nope, don't want to watch JoJo.
Ah, sorry, I was like, what? The Microsoft will be announcing the new generation console at EA this year, which Sony will not be attending. They already announced they will not be at EA. So don't
E3.
really know. E3, sorry, yeah, E3. So
I don't think they're going to be at EA.
who knows when Sony will be doing theirs because they are not participating at E3 this year, Sony. But anyways, the new Xbox the project.
I got so many fucking texts when Sony was like, "Yeah, we're not going to be at E3 this year," about people being like, "Why the fuck isn't Sony at E3?" 8 years ago, by the way, Big Game Hunter. I played it 8 years ago.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
On YouTube, yeah. And my Conquer Blind Run. Man, looking at my old cringy videos.
The Project Scarlet, Lockhart, and Anaconda is the projected name for the project.
Anaconda don't want none unless you got
Xbox
games,
One
son.
successor, and Halo Infinite will also most likely be announced at this year's E3, which is the next generation of Halo games.
It'll probably be a launch title. I'm gonna put on my prediction hat here and say that Halo Infinite is going to be a launch title for the new Xbox, possibly also come out on the Xbox One.
Oh, I guarantee it.
I'm going to say that now.
The PS5 will most likely have more information later this year, but it has pretty much been confirmed that it will be backwards compatible. The first system to do so in a very long time. The PS3 was backwards compatible, but only for 6 months. And after 6 months, the PS3 was no longer backwards compatible for PS2 games.
There we go.
I'm sorry. For PS2 games, you still could buy that version of the PS3 for about 5 times its actual cost.
Not anymore.
Exactly.
I've been seeing them constantly on eBay or like Mercari for like $150, $200.
It is rumored that it'll be the same price as the PS4, about around the $500 price point, which people are up in arms about because if they say that it's going to be released for $500, it will not be the console that we are expecting to compete with the Xbox.
Bullshit! It won't.
But it will be the console you deserve.
Exactly. So people are saying that if it's $500, it's not going to have the components, the graphics card, the RAM that is needed to bridge that gap between the PS4 Pro and the Xbox One X. So I think that's bullshit. I think it will be because why would they release a new generation console for it not to beat out the Xbox? So we'll see what happens. But that's the rumored price is the $500 price point because
so it's probably going to be $500, but it's going to probably cost like $700 or $800 to make it.
Oh, probably.
People don't realize that consoles don't make money. Consoles just hemorrhage money for the developer, for the manufacturers.
Oh, 100%.
Unless your name is Nintendo, which I don't even know if the Switch makes some money.
Probably not.
They don't make money off the systems. They lose. I think when the PS3 came out, even at its ridiculous like $700, $600 price point, it was still hemorrhaging like $300 every time you bought a PlayStation 3. Same with Microsoft.
We'll see what happens with that. There is a bunch of Fortnite news. Season 8 is launching, I believe, next week. They are getting rid of airplanes, which was one of the biggest complaints about Season 7. People hated the airplanes because you would be having this huge build battle. A shitty-ass Fortnite player will come in, drive his plane through that giant fort you just built and killed you. So that was one of the reasons why like Ninja and all them actually stopped playing it for a while because they were sick of the airplanes. They were sick of falling off the zip lines, which they fix the zip lines. If you fall off a zip line, you no longer die. But Season 8, they are getting rid of the planes, and it is rumored that it will be Um, it will be pirate themed. So
Yar.
So we'll see what happens there, as well as completely new to the gaming battle royal system, never happened ever before in any game. They're thinking about implementing a revival in quads. So if you die,
Yeah, it's never been done before.
It's never been done before in any game. So if you die, your friends can revive you by taking basically your beacon of sort, placing it into a machine and reviving you. It's never been done.
That's a new
Wait a
concept.
second. Wait a second. Hold the phone there.
A respawn system is what they're calling it.
That sounds a little.
So according
pretty
to
familiar.
them, according to
I don't know
Epic,
where.
they've had this in place for almost a year and a half, but never launched it because it didn't fit.
Bullshit alert! Bullshit alert!
Because they said it never fit into the game, and they wanted to put it in the game at the perfect time, and they haven't had the perfect time until recently.
Yeah. They haven't had the perfect time until another game is basically kicking down their door.
Yep.
Be like, "What's up, fuckers?"
So, it'll not be available at the launch of Season 8, but it is rumored that it will be a part of an update that will be inside Season 8. Because each season is 9 weeks. So you're looking about, what is that, 2.5 months almost for each season plus. And so each time they'll add different things. Like in Fortnite, there's in-game live events. Like with Season 7, at one point there was a giant snow monster that basically took over the whole world, threw a giant snowball at it, and the whole world got covered in snow. So I'm assuming somewhere in one of these updates, the respawn system will come fruition. But you got to think, EA's probably like, look what we're doing, baby. We're changing the game, making Fortnite change their system because of us.
And then Activision's just like, "Hey guys, we kind of did that first. Hey guys, knock out Call of Duty. Remember that?"
That's true.
So Walker, I got a question about since you're the Fortnite expert. Do the seasons, like, is there a break in between the seasons, or does it just go season to season to season to season?
It just goes from season to season. There is no break. So
Okay.
Because each week, if you have the battle pass, each week new quests unlock essentially. And if you do them all, you unlock all the characters, you unlock all the different skins or whatever it may be, dances. After the 8th week, there is about like a 2-week period that allows you to catch up and complete all the previous week's missions before the new season comes out. It's like 2 or 3 weeks. So all the same themes stay the whole entire time, and the second the new season comes out, everything changes.
Okay, so it keeps kind of fresh.
Yeah. So each week it unlocks new missions. Like it'll say kill 5 people by a hotel or something random. There's really strange ones. It'll say land in this area, land in that area, travel from this part of the map to this part of the map in one game. Deal this much damage. So it changed. It keeps it's different. So, but yeah, that's Season 8 will be relaunching next week, and you'll see a huge spike in Fortnite players.
Are they adding like the hoverboard too?
The hoverboard's in there now. Yes, they actually added a hoverboard, and there's actually a bunch of trick shots. There's a bunch of trick shots that actually people have been doing, like flips and stuff, where like they do a backflip and they snipe someone in the face. It's pretty cool.
Damn.
So that's pretty funny. But yeah, no, that's gonna be Season 8 here. So you'll see your ninjas and all them people go back to Fortnite, I assume. And I think with Season 8, you'll most likely see a switch of.
You didn't hear that either, Jeff.
What?
We need to. Maybe I don't know. Maybe we'll get another nut button or something for every time your mic just cuts out.
Yeah.
I think you need to turn your gain up a little bit or something. I don't know why.
Or maybe maybe you have like the auto equalization on fucking like Windows.
I turned the gain up a little bit. I don't know if that.
All right, I'm gonna turn you. Maybe that'll fix it. I don't know.
We'll see. I don't know.
Because it's always like at the. It's like it's planned or something.
It's always at like the most poignant part of what you're about to say.
Go figure.
Me and Jeff just smile and nod like we heard what you said.
I mean, sometimes the context clues work out good, but sometimes it doesn't.
I don't remember us saying.
He's flailing his arms. That means he is enjoying it.
No, I was saying I feel that you'll see. My prediction is that in Twitch for the views, you'll see Fortnite take back over Apex. You'll see it switch.
Probably.
At the launch of this new update, because people want to know.
Oh yeah.
Because people are going to want to know what's Epic doing to compete with Apex Legends. So
yeah, the not only the viewers but the player count's probably going to spike the first few weeks of this season.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it's just going to keep trading off between Fortnite and then Apex. Who's taking the lead whenever like a new season.
Yep. And then my last piece, Microsoft is launching their own streaming service called Project xCloud, and because they have a partnership with the Switch, every game on Game Pass will be available for the Switch. Sea of Thieves, Forza 4, Gears of War 5, all those games will be available to play on the Switch, which would be huge.
So it's just another reason that Microsoft's giving us to not buy an Xbox.
Exactly. And it's also pushing PlayStation to like, hey man, these two companies are joined together. When are you going to participate in this?
Yeah.
They're not going to. They're never going to.
You don't think
it's
ever?
Sony. I don't think so. I don't think so. So, being a man who used to sort of work for Sony, they're very, very Japanese. Very Japanese. And very, like, closed off.
I see.
They're like, we don't care.
We give no two shits.
The amount of fucks we give is in the negatives right now. We're making bank. The PlayStation 5 is probably going to be another smash hit.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah, Single says that he actually believes that they'll be leaving the console market, and Microsoft is going to end up dominating the streaming service for it.
Oh, probably. I can see Microsoft. Okay, prediction cap time on now. This is going to be the last Xbox. This is going to be the last one.
Yeah,
because they're going to switch their focus from making systems, which is stupid expensive, and hosting servers for games, which is also stupid expensive.
Well, they already own Mixer.
But not as stupid. Oh, great, they have Mixer.
Well, Rocket League is cross-platform on PlayStation.
Yeah.
Fortnite is
pointed out by Mark here. Fortnite is. Yeah, there's a couple games, but not many.
Mm-mm. No, so Sony needs to get with the times, but they're not going to.
No. This just in. The Green Book won Best Picture of the Year at the Oscars. I don't even
know what that is.
Me neither.
I've never even heard of it either. Yeah.
But that's pretty common.
Picture, though.
So, the Green Book was the Best Picture awarded at the Oscars. Okay, Oscars is over now.
Yay!
For anyone who's watching this, but at the same time was like, man, I'm missing the Oscars. So I just gave you the deets. You're welcome.
Yeah.
People watching this at their Oscar parties.
Right. Yeah, he says it can cost stockholders hundreds of thousands just from one tiny problem that gets blown up on the consoles.
Yep. Were you guys able to hear that clip I played you?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. We heard it.
Okay.
It was very it was subtle, but we could hear it. We could.
Okay.
Yeah.
Go ahead. What were you saying?
Oh, not you. Go ahead, man.
Oh, I was gonna play it. So,
This
so
one's funny, guys.
the last piece I have is Gordon Hayward, the NBA player of the Boston Celtics, was streaming with Dr. Disrespect the other day. Dr. Disrespect, for those who don't know, is a streamer. He's very vocal. He's basically known for his rage compilations where he's just freaking out because he just fucking goes insane. Blah, blah, you like you kill me? Blah! Like, he just goes fucking nuts. And he has like 30 to 40,000 people that watch him every single time. So Gordon Hayward is playing Apex Legends with him, and his wife walks in, essentially tells him, hey, we have to get going. And he's like, okay, give me a minute. I want to keep playing. And so this is the last game they played. I don't know if you'll be able to hear it or not, but if not, I will do the commentary afterwards.
I'm gonna turn my music down for it.
I got the nut button ready.
Who needs a sub to chat when you could drop donos?
I got time for one more.
No. I don't have time.
It's not playing nothing, dude.
Alright, guys. I gotta.
Oh, it was super quiet. Hold on. Let me go back.
Yeah, try it again.
Thank you for the $100 donation. It's Miller time! Who needs a sub to chat when you could drop donos?
You can't hear it?
I got time for one more.
No. You don't have time.
Alright, guys. I gotta go.
What do you mean? It's playing. What?
Yeah, it's
Literally
literally.
playing, but it's cutting in and out.
Pull it a little bit further away from the microphone. I think that's the problem.
Yeah, I think it's peaking, so it just kind of kills it.
Yeah. Because when it does play,
For sure, come back and play again. Absolutely, man. Anytime.
Hey, for sure, man. It was a pleasure.
Alright, guys. I'll see you. Alright, see you, man.
My life.
So, for those who weren't able to hear it, so essentially he asked his wife, his wife says, hey, we gotta go. And he asks her, hey, can I play one more game? She says, no, we gotta go. So he says, okay, guys, I have to get off. Dr. Disrespect has about 50,000 people watching him right now. And he's like, okay, man, nice playing with you. And in the background, you hear his wife say, watching you play video games was the most pathetic thing I've ever seen in my whole entire life. 40
They
to
killed him.
50,000 people watched it, and then ESPN played it on the stream the next day on E ESPN.
Coming from someone who's married to a member of the Boston Celtics. That's bad.
The most pathetic thing I've ever seen in my life was watching you play video games, is what his wife said to him on national, not a national TV, but on watching people play him. It was absolutely hilarious. So that's one of the most watched YouTube videos right now. If you get a chance, just look up Gordon Hayward plays with Dr. Disrespect, and you can hear it yourself. But yeah, that was fucking hilarious when I saw that.
that is ridiculous.
So that is all
So
I have.
Stupid.
So what do we got next? Do we got anything else on the docket, or we want to go into the streamers corner?
We can go into the streamer's corner.
So the next segment.
Oh, wait. Hold on. We got breaking news from 9 hours ago. Breaking news. T-Series has officially passed PewDiePie. Most subscribers on YouTube.
I hate you guys.
Oh,
We failed, boys.
I hate you so much.
We failed. Not even Elon Musk could save it.
Schroeder's
but we-
super
we-
confused right now.
yeah, I don't know what you're even
You want
talking
to
about.
explain to him what that is?
So there's been you're familiar who PewDiePie is, right, Schroeder?
Yeah.
All right, so there's this Indian music video company called T-Series that has been creeping up on PewDiePie for the past few months for the most subscribers on YouTube.
In history.
Yeah, ever. I'm not saying that T-Series uses subbot, but T-Series uses subbots to get him that big. But anyway, so it's been kind of like this whole meme war going on where PewDiePie is trying to keep that lead, and he, by God, was he fighting. You know, he's getting all of his YouTube buddies involved. He even got Elon Musk to help him out. But to no avail. We have lost, boys.
Oh,
YouTube is
Oh.
dead. YouTube is dead.
well, the rise of the bots, huh?
Yep. Oh, also, actually, I do have some news right now. In a new segment I'm gonna call "What the fuck, YouTube?"
Oh yeah.
So YouTube has been doing some weird things recently. I've been seeing this on Twitter a lot. They've just been taking channels and just removing the ability to comment on them, like entire channels, because they're not appropriate. They're what was it? Pretty much they can spawn like a bunch of like shit posting and stuff like that.
So for those who don't know,
Oh, it must have passed and then PewDiePie came back.
yeah, it's backwards.
Yeah, we're
There's
winning,
the
boys.
tracker. PewDiePie has 87 million followers. T-Series has 86 million followers. They are 150,000 follower difference.
Jesus. Well, they better watch their ass because Team Splash Screen's right on that.
Yeah,
Tell ya.
But yeah, that's like they have a live tracker.
There's a few.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it's big. It's pretty big.
It's huge. Huge, bro. Huge.
Edge.
Huge, bro. All right.
Edge.
So,
Yeah,
James, what was your news, bro?
YouTube is disabling comments on people's channels because it's susceptible to like just shit posting and that kind of stuff. So, a lot of people are making jokes about jumping to Pornhub because they won't pull that shit. And I'm getting to the point where it's like, I'm getting to the point where it's like, I don't think they're actually joking.
Yeah, I don't blame him.
I mean, I've been fooling around with the idea. I've been throwing around the idea of making a Pornhub account so I could play some like, because I like to play trash Android games, okay, or trash Flash games.
Oh,
Playing
boy,
some of the
I see where this is
trash
going.
porn games.
There you go. That's funny.
Yeah, we're all gamers here. We know what you're talking about. Mark says, "Oh my God, there's people that actually do it. that actually do."
Oh
it.
yeah,
There was
legit. There
a
are.
guy that's been posting videos about how I don't remember. He's making fun of pornos, but he's like, I didn't take off my shirt or something today, or I think you thought this up, James.
Yeah, the dude that's like posts videos on Pornhub and it's like hucking you into bed post orgasm ASMR, or giving you a kiss on the cheek post ejaculation ASMR.
And all he's doing is going up to his wife and he just kisses her on the cheek, and he posts like it's like a 20-second video and it has like 10 million views.
Yep.
He's just
Pornhub. I have started going to Pornhub for my like memes now, because that's all it's becoming is just one gigantic meme.
Oh yeah. Yeah, a conversation for another day, but there's some statistics on there about how many minutes and hours are viewed on Pornhub a day. It's ungodly. It's insane.
Aimright
Couldn't
says
lie.
that Joe Rogan talks about the whole reason as to why there's a Joe Rogan podcast that talks about why the YouTube channels are getting their comments revoked.
Really?
Yeah, he says something about it's a lot of toxic communities that are talking about, like, what does he say? Like Purse trying to chat about some teen cheerleaders.
Yeah,
things
but
like
YouTube
that.
isn't getting rid of that.
Yeah.
YouTube's not getting rid of those channels. They're getting rid of Pokemon Let's Go streamers
I've seen
who
that.
just want to put CP for challenge points. It's not child porn, damn it!
Oh, I see.
Fucking hell, mate.
Oh man.
I see.
Yeah, they got to monetize that a little bit better, which they don't do very well on a good of a job on, unfortunately.
I see.
So Schroeder, let's go into the Streamers Corner segment. Talk about being a Twitch affiliate. You've been there for about a week now, a little over a week, I think. How is it? How does it feel? What's it like? What do you hate about it? What do you love about it? And let's start. from there.
Yeah. So there's a couple things that I don't even know if we did talk about this at all last week. I think I discovered this over the course of this week. Yeah. So heads up, if you decide to jump into, if you decide to become an affiliate, be aware that if you are an individual that does stream to multiple platforms, like I was streaming to Facebook, Twitch, and YouTube for the longest time, that's against their terms of service. and you can actually have your channel. I don't know if it was removed. It could be removed, or if it could be you could just lose the affiliate status if you
could lose the
use-
affiliate status.
Okay, so I mean, a part of me is thinking, that might be a thing, because now there because it's against their terms of service, but there are like kind of like workarounds for it. So if you are a person that does like to stream to those other platforms, one of the tricks that I was looking up is you can set it up so that it's private on those other platforms, because it has to live on Twitch solo for 24 hours. And I don't know if there's any bots or anything out there that look for that. I think it's if you're reported, or if they stumble across it, maybe, I don't know. But as long as it's not on those other platforms for 24 hours, I guess that's the workaround for it. Another thing too is, if I'm going to stay on that same topic for a second, so that's a thing. That's a thing. If you're gonna pursue the affiliate thing, just be aware that you're not supposed to stream to other platforms simultaneously anymore. Another thing that I've been digging into lately is trying to find. So a lot of us who are content creators, we do produce our own adverts, our own cover art, our own, everything. So I have been digging around like crazy trying to find alternatives to Adobe, because it's ridiculously, it's $60, it's $53 a month plus tax. And thankfully for my Patreon supporters, I wouldn't have been able to get that. I wouldn't be able to use that if it wasn't for those guys. But I've been trying to find different ways of doing it so we can use that funding for better things like drawings and getting people games and things like that we want to have in our community. So I found a couple things. I guess a lot of people, instead of Audacity for audio, or instead of what's the audio one that Adobe has?
No, it's
Studio. Oh, what is it? I have it in.
Yeah, I can't remember what it is.
Here, let me go to. It's gonna. I don't know if this is gonna cut you guys off of this.
No.
No, it's Audition. Adobe Audition.
Yeah, there we go.
Mark. Thank you, Mark. You can do streams, one directly on Twitch that connects camera through maybe. So yeah, there's Audacity. Some people use that instead of Audition. There's another one that I found online called Affinity, and I haven't played with it yet, but I was thinking about making a couple promos with it because I haven't made a YouTube video in like 10,000 years. But there's a program out there, as I understand it, called Affinity's for photos. Affinity is actually, I've been playing with it all week, and all of the adverts I've made over the last week have been with Affinity. Now, Affinity is a one-time purchase of $50. But
that's one time.
It's one time, not freaking every month. And I've actually had a lot of fun with it. I enjoy it. Those awesome images that I made for the subscribers, I use that to make them, and that one seems to work fine. And then let me see if I can find real quick the Premiere replacement.
Yeah, because I'm interested in what you use.
Yeah, Premiere.
Because I'll throw in what I use.
Versus. Let me see. Premiere versus. What was that? I was looking at it like crazy. It's free. This other thing is totally free. Let me do it on YouTube. That's where I originally found it. Premiere versus. I forget. DaVinci. It's called DaVinci.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah. Do you know anything about it?
I love DaVinci so much. That's what I use now.
Yeah. So you do like it.
Mm-hmm. It's
All
great.
right,
It's like After Effects, but
yeah,
it's free.
It's free. It's free.
It's free and much better, in my opinion. The color correction is much better.
Well, the videos I've seen on it, they basically say that it is a lot the way it's laid out is like way better.
Yeah, there's actually a preset thing for it that is the Premiere layout.
Is it really?
Yeah.
All right. Well, I'm gonna call Adobe and tell them they can kick rocks because I'm not using that anymore.
Jeff, I'll post a link in like the Discord or something. Because there's like one thing that I've seen on there that's a bunch of just free classes for Adobe, for DaVinci Resolve.
Okay, and if you're new to the show in the Discord, in our Discord, we should have the link in the description at the bottom here. we have a streamer tips section that has a bunch of tools that we use. I wonder if I can get to it through. Let me see, because if I click on, excuse me, if I click on anything, on our Discord here, it's gonna take the guys away from the screen. So
Yeah.
let me see if I can get into it through the desktop application, or through the mobile or the browser. Yeah, okay, I can see everything on the mobile. So there's a couple other tools that I use that are pretty nice. But yeah, so that's a thing. If you're a content producer, I do recommend looking into Affinity. That is a $50 purchase. If you find something cheaper or free, there are tools out there. But just
What
make
was
sure
Affinity for again?
Affinity's for Photoshop.
Okay, because you can also use GIMP.
Right, and I use actually when on mobile I use PixArt. I use the PixArt
there you
app.
go.
That's a great app for when I'm like waiting in. The other day I got a haircut, and I was working on the schedule, the post I put on the schedule page on our Discord, and that's where I made that. But yeah, so as far as the photo applications, there are free ones. I thought about playing with GIMP, and I have played with GIMP in the past. It's just everything takes forever to render and load, and that's why I didn't like it. And I was like, you know what? Screw it. If I can just pay one time and that's it. And I've been very, very happy with it so far.
Yeah, I might need to do that. I might need to snatch that up then.
Yeah, at least take a look at it. Where are the other things? I thought I put all of them. I thought I put everything. Oh, okay. I didn't scroll down far enough. Okay, cool. A couple other things I've promoted it a couple other times, and this was actually a suggestion given by Aimright. If you get a chance, if you're not subscribed to his channel or following him, be sure to check out Aimright on Twitch. He's an awesome bro, killer FPS player. If you guys like to watch FPS, he's awesome. But he threw pretzels.rocks. That's actually the music that's on the channel right now. That we're listening to, and that one, all you got to do is make sure that the name of the artist and the track are in the video, and there's no issues with SEO yet. So, and it's got a lot of music in there. That's actually pretty good. Sometimes I'm cleaning, I'll just have it playing. Another thing, Snaz. Snaz is pretty neat. What Snaz does is it creates a text document, and what you can do with Snaz, let me see what it is. I don't think they have an actual website. I think you got to just, if you Google it, it should bring it up. I have a link to it on the Stream Tips channel on our Discord here. But what Snaz does is it's a standalone. I'll read what it says. All right. Download Snaz for free. An intuitive standalone program to add stream software capabilities in terms of streaming. Okay, never mind. Basically, what I use it for is a countdown timer. And I believe OBS has that now. OBS Streamlabs has a countdown timer you can do, but I've been using this one for like 200 years, so that's what I stick with. And then I guess there's other things you can do with it. There's another program that I have that I use called Rainmeter, and what Rainmeter does is, if you guys have been following me for a while, during the screen that is the "We'll Be Starting Soon," I used to have like a ring around the logo that would bounce to the music. That's what Rainmeter does. Let's see what else we have. Any questions about that? Let me check the chat real quick. Bano. Okay. So that's kind of that one. Another one that I have is Mark dropped a couple of them in here too that I haven't gotten a chance to putz with yet, but when and what to stream on Twitch. Twitchstrike.com, I guess, is a thing. I haven't played with it yet. He also suggested Streamlabs OBS for fonts, font references, it looks like. Let's see, freestockvideos.pexels.com. Pexel Video, make it easy to find free stock footage for your website, promo videos, or anything else. All videos are free for personal and commercial use. So I guess that's a good place to go for overlays. And
another good place for stuff like that is like archive.org.
Archive.org?
A lot of that stuff is like out of copyright, or
Okay.
it was like a part of the Creative Commons license. So,
all right, I added that to the list here of different things. A couple other things. If you guys, for a long time, I've been using a thing called Restream.io. and that's what I've been using so that I could stream to Twitch, Facebook, and YouTube simultaneously. In order to stream to Facebook, however, it requires $15 a month. So I found another one out there called Caster, CASTR.io, and it gives you the same ability, but it's free. You can pay for additional stuff, but I know Captain Geach here, you're paying like $3 a month for something.
Yeah, it's Mob Crush. It's a feature built into Streamlabs OBS, and I know James is using it now as well. It allows Twitch, Facebook, YouTube, and then Mixer if you want. And it's built right into Streamlabs, so you don't have to use a secondary source. That's the only reason why I use that, just because I don't want to have multiple things going. It's literally all in, and it does everything for me. But what's the one you were talking about? What was it called? Crusher?
Or Caster, CASTR.io. Take a look at that one. Watch some YouTube on it. See if that'll meet your goals without having to pay money. I actually got rid of Restream, but I haven't, because I'm not allowed to do it. I haven't used it yet. So that's something to know about. Mm-hmm. Let's see what else we have here. Is anyone familiar with Stream Elements and OBS Broadcaster? I haven't played with that yet.
Stream
well,
Elements.
OBS.
Go ahead, James.
Well, OBS Broadcaster is basically just like OBS, the one that like we're using now. Except it's not mainly for streaming and that kind of stuff. Just like a screen recorder.
Oh, okay.
So Stream Elements are things that you can add to your stream, like overlays, loyalty points. You can make giveaways. You can add bots. So when someone asks a question, the bot will automatically reply for you. Things along those lines. Like Ninja, for example, he has a bot set up. I know I go back to Ninja because that's one of the people I watch, but a bot will automatically post like something that he said 4 years ago, like as a joke or something along those lines. The bot will say, Ninja has been streaming for 3 hours and 15 minutes. Ninja has 5,000 subscribers or whatever it may be. That's all a part of Stream Elements. Stream Elements is like an extension to whatever you're using. Like we all use Streamlabs. So basically Stream Elements is an extension to Streamlabs to add other things.
Okay. Yeah, because Stream Elements, I take it back. I do believe I've used it in the past, but I haven't played with it in a while because of the bots.
Yeah.
That's my next goal over the course of this coming up week, is to figure out how those bots work and all that other stuff. And also the text, like if you hit / exclamation point and a thing, I don't know what it is, it does stuff. So I want to start integrating that into my stream more often.
It's got chat commands. It's got a dashboard. So there's different like things that you can do that your people that are watching you can trigger a different command or something different to pop up. Things along those lines. Kind of like a whiteboard or whatever you would want to call it, just where like different things that they can say or do, which is kind of nice. And it has different elements to it, way more overlays than Streamlabs actually has. In case you don't want to customize your own. And it just it's basically, like I said, it's just widgets. Because inside Streamlabs, there is an app store, where inside the app store you can but you can activate different pieces. Like I activated a Magic 8-Ball on my actual gaming one, Captain_Geach15. If you go there when I'm not streaming this, I have an 8-Ball. You ask the 8-Ball a question, and it shakes, and then boom, it'll give you an answer. I have a random clip player, so I have an intermission screen now when I'm actually streaming games, and the intermission screen will take my clips that either I clipped or people clipped for me and play.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
So
that's nice.
On the side, it'll have the chat so they can see what they're saying, but at the same time, in the intermission screen, so they're not just sitting there picking their noses, all of my clips will automatically cycle through. And
That's
then
neat.
I made
That is
like,
neat.
and then I made like that greeting thing where if somebody comes on my stream, and they type in the chat, it'll actually pop up. It says, "Welcome back to the stream, hello," or whatever it may be. And there's different ones.
Hello.
You have VIPs, you have viewers, subscribers, moderators. Like there is one for subscribers. It's the Wayne's World guys going saying we're not worthy, and they're bowing up and down. So it's just little added on things that I put to the stream just to kind of make it more unique. And there was another one that I thought was gonna be cool, but it's not. It's called the Stream Pet. So essentially, what it is, it's an interactive pet that basically sits in the corner of your screen. I thought people can like interact with it and like play with it and stuff. No, it just basically it grows and becomes happy when you donate money. Which obviously people can't donate money to me, so it was completely pointless for me to get it. I was so pissed.
Well, you can actually, for a long time I did this. I think the button got pushed one time, and I think it's actually still on my Twitch channel here. You can add a donation button, bro. It's just
Streamlabs has their own.
PayPal.
Yeah, Streamlabs has their own where I can put a link to Streamlabs and you can donate directly to Streamlabs overriding Twitch.
Oh, you cut out a bit there. Say that last part again.
So I don't know why that's happening. It's weird. It's frustrating. But anyways,
The nuts are real.
The nuts are real.
You can set that up in Streamlabs where you put a link to Streamlabs and people.
It's waiting for you to say it just so it can cut out, bro.
I don't
It
know.
doesn't do
Say
it all
with
the
no
time.
inflection at
Yeah,
all.
no inflection.
Say it completely monotone. Speak like me.
Well, like, it's weird because I'm talking.
so, too.
My mic is literally going the whole entire time. It's recording me in my end. It's just not coming through on your end.
It's your noise gate. I think it's your noise gate. Aimright says it too. He thinks it's your noise gate.
Yeah.
If you bring it down a little bit, I'm pretty sure that's what you have to do is bring it down a hair. It's the part of the technology that stops like the lawnmower from the backyard, from coming through and stuff.
Fucking Windows puts on every time it updates automatically.
Yeah, and you have a Yeti,
God, I
don't you?
hate Windows.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's actually one of the reasons I stopped using the Yeti. I have a Blue Yeti in a box somewhere. I don't even know. Honestly, I've moved so many times. Who knows if it actually made it all the way over here? Aimright says it's definitely your noise gate. But I had a lot of issues where I spent more time fucking with the mic than I was actually doing anything else, so I stopped using it. And now I just use the headphones, and I have a nice little microphone over here with this feller, which Aim might have seen these before. It's a PreSonus.
Yep.
And that's what I would use to record my YouTube videos. That's why it sounds so
Those
sexy.
are really nice.
They are nice. I just haven't set it up for. I had it when I was recording videos for YouTube. I would actually run the game through the desktop, and then the camera and the microphone I would run through. Preamps are the bomb. I would run the preamp with the microphone and the camera through the laptop, and then in Premiere I would put it all together, and that's how I was able to make the camera bigger and smaller and wiggle it and do weird effects to it. But the PreSonus is awesome. I just haven't hooked it up for this stuff. Maybe I'll make that a goal for this week.
There you go.
But so yeah, when you get a chance. Now, one of the things I've looked up, but I haven't retained any of the knowledge, is doing test streams for yourself, so that you can play with that type of thing. I just created a Facebook page that nobody has access to except for a couple people that give me some feedback. And whenever I got to test a new piece of equipment or a new idea, I'll stream to that Facebook group or that Facebook page, and then I get my feedback from the guys on how it looks and sounds and feels and all that. So that's an idea for those that aren't quite sure, how do I test this stuff out without going live for sures. So that's a thing there.
That's pretty cool. That's a great idea.
Yeah.
It is effective. It works good. Let's see. Mark dropped into the Discord reference for setting commands in Stream Elements. The only other thing that I know is that you can add modules, commands, and filters on the bot section of the sidebar as well. So we have a link in there for that. The goddamn Dodo King. I'm glad to see he updated his name. The Dodo King. He's another bro that hangs out on our channel a lot. What's this? Discord bots. Spice up your Discord experience with a diverse range of Discord bots. Discordbots.org is a thing. There's also discordbots.org/bots/memes.
Ooh,
So that's a thing.
memes.
Yeah.
Nice.
What do they have? They have this. Multiple social media platform posting has a free plan. This is another mark drop called Buffer, buffer.com. I've been using, I used Hootsuite for a long time, but I don't like Hootsuite anymore. I used them for a while, and then things started to cost money, and it got more complicated, and then when various social medias updated their privacy things, stuff completely stopped working. So Buffer is an intuitive social media management platform trusted by brands, businesses, agencies, and individuals to help drive social media results. So if it's anything like Hootsuite, again, I haven't dug into these yet because there's so many in here now. If it's anything like Hootsuite, it's really nice. It gives you a single platform, and then you post to that, and then you hit a couple buttons, and when you hit send or post, it automatically pushes it to your other social media platforms. So those are kind of handy when you're trying to grow your audience via those other social media platforms. You know, Twitch, or not Twitch, but Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, Pinterest. Those are what are on the advert there for it.
Nice.
Fucking Pinterest.
So those are my pieces on software to tether into your thing. Mark Drew says you do got to pay for Hootsuite now, and they don't have a free version anymore. I don't know if I think he's referring to that other thing maybe. To Buffer. I don't know if a Buffer is the one that doesn't have it anymore. So that's all the tips I have as far as like software related stuff, and I guess the PreSonus for hardware. So the next thing that I touch base on is growing your community.
Yeah.
Because that's what out of all of the things that is the streaming thing, that's what I care about the most. I like gaming, it's fun, but in content production is another thing I really like doing as far as graphic design and putting together the videos and all that thing. But what I've had the most fun with over the last, couple months, and I can definitely attest to this due to the fact that I went from a fairly solo. So I ran solo for a while, and then I got my buddy Jay involved, and him and I ran the show for a little bit, and then he's since found other things to do with his life. When I was working with him, it was nice to have a partner in crime with a lot of the editing and a lot of the building things, and he would post videos. The only thing about it that I didn't really care for, and this is for those out there that might be considering, Amrite says he loves the community. Well, we love having you, bro, and I really like the people I've met. Everybody in the community has been wonderful, and we all gather pretty much on our Discord channel. That's where we all communicate. But the problem I found with having two people run a channel, and that's why it was Splash Screen Gaming. Acid and I were talking about this earlier about branding your name. The difference between having something that's a little more open, like Splash Screen Gaming, versus what mine used to be, which was just Sir Sleeves as a singular guy, is that the difficult thing I found with it is different tastes in style.
Yep.
So I was all about talking and being really, loud, and sometimes, and the editing was, I don't know, if you watch any videos of mine, you can tell what my editing style is. I kind of go after the styles of like 8-Bit Ryan and what's that other guy that's really popular? Markiplier. Those are, when I was making YouTube videos, that was the inspiration that I had, was that style of video is what I wanted to produce. But Jay didn't like to have his face on camera, and he didn't really talk a whole lot. So having one moniker with two completely different styles, I don't know how you would even really deal with that other than putting, a logo for who is running that show at that time, or, that type of thing. I definitely miss hanging out with the kid, but We just different styles, I guess.
Yeah.
So that's like kind of my 2 cents on having two people or run a channel. But with the splash screen gaming thing, I do kind of run it. I mean, I do run it, but I definitely take input from the group. The biggest problem I'm having presently with it is finding games that all of us can play, because that's why we're doing that thing next Tuesday.
It's always hard.
Yeah, man. Because I found that I much more prefer to game with the group of people than to do the solo runs. I've still been tossing around the idea of having a 1 day a week where I run a solo game and then just run that game every week until the game is done. But it's not super appealing because I like hanging out with my buddies.
Yep.
Way more. So
yeah, I've noticed something when being on YouTube and on Twitch as long as I have. I noticed, and especially now with like my channel, how I got my buddy Mitchell to be kind of like the co-host of it. It's a lot more enjoyable doing stuff with a bunch of people than just with yourself. I mean, it's nice having that other feedback there. Because like on that, my whole persona is like like you, Jeff, the loud, angry, obnoxious person.
I know, I've watched you. It's amazing.
And then the other person is always like the more toned down kind of person. So we kind of play off each other. But it is really fun. And one thing I really like about Twitch a lot more than YouTube is that even if I'm playing solo, I always have other people to play off of. I always have that chat running, people talking to me, and I play off of them. They play off of me. It's Twitch is a lot more enjoyable.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, that does depend on your style. If you are more of a solo runner, because there's a guy that I watch. We actually rated his channel last night, and we'll talk about that idea of rating and hosting and stuff. But Main Element, I watch him every once in a while. He's actually streaming right now. He's got 7 people hanging out in his channel. But he's really chill. His talking, the way he puts himself out there, actually reminds me a little bit of Ollie Debug. You know who that is, Captain Geach? That's
Mike Richards.
Yeah. He has when I'm watching him, I can't help but think of him because he's really chill.
Oh, okay.
So completely contrasting styles to what you, I, and James here. So that's why every once in a while I like to throw him on when I've had a long day and I don't really want to listen to loud noises. He plays nothing but Fallout. I actually reached out to him last night to see if he wanted to join in this one community event I want to do. So yeah, when it really does depend on your style and what you like to do. But I find that it's a lot easier to build the community who promote each other and to, I don't know, just grow as a team of people, really. And it's not just growing your channel. That's another thing too, is we want to grow our channels, of course. We want to make money with this, of course. We want to make this our job, of course. That's what we all want to do, everybody who streams. I mean, ultimately, that would be an amazing thing to accomplish. But really, I think one needs to stop and really think about, how am I growing me? Yeah. How are you growing yourself, right? For those people that are introverted, it's a really good way of growing your ability to kind of come out of your shell if you have a group of people to work with. So what, and I highly recommend that, you guys, for those that are still hanging out on the stream and stuff, if you stream yourself, take a second and think about, in the last X amount of time you've been doing this, how have you grown as a person?
And I can say, like, when I started YouTube, I was in 5th grade, and I was
3 years ago.
Oh yeah, sure. This fucking Amish beard. Wasn't someone calling me Amish, earlier?
Yeah.
So wasn't Aimrite shit talking to me about being Amish?
I don't know. One of the guys.
I forget who it was. But, that was, God, forever ago, it seemed. Well, 8 years ago. Almost 9 going on it. And I was, the shy kid. I was the quiet one. Back in, middle school and, even getting into high school, I was always the quiet one. And it's nice, that like YouTube was kind of my outlet where I could kind of like be myself a little bit, and just kind of be that anonymous person behind the microphone. That's kind of why I just kind of stuck with it. Like, this is the only time I bust out this webcam.
Yep.
I like the persona of being the faceless guy behind the camera, just talking.
Yeah, that was aim right, and he said it was because you shop at GameStop.
I don't shop at okay. All right, I shopped at GameStop. What was the last time I went to GameStop was when they were doing like this buy two get one free on video games. On my like a few days after my birthday.
And I'll say the whole community thing to me is huge because look at the whole
Just for a second.
The whole community thing to me is huge because look how it's changed. Like even how you stream, Schroeder.
Yeah.
Stop doing that.
Well, you're fucking cutting out. That's how we know that you're cutting out.
You're okay. Keep going.
I don't know how it's cutting out. My thing says like I'm talking and it's going the whole entire way, so I don't know why it's cutting out on your guys' streams. But I've had people reach out to me that I never really even talked to that want to even game with me now, like that I really didn't talk to in school. That were like, hey man, let me know. I'm down the game whenever. I've had that reach on Facebook that Schroeder, you said you seen it the other day too, where people have actually commented and stuff that wanted to play with me that it's never actually like remotely even like talk to me in school, which is pretty cool. It's awesome to gain that loyalty and gain those people that want to hang out and play. So it's huge.
Yeah, man, absolutely. It's been super cool. Like, and bringing people in, like Captain Geach, you now know about Acid, and Acid is a gentleman in the stream right now. He's one of the moderators, but he's been giving me a lot of educational love on Discord and how to set it up and how to get bots into it and how to, so I'm learning that from him, and hopefully I can offer something for him to be to take home as well. My big thing is media production. That has always been my thing. So soon here, my new subscribers, I'm going to do, I don't know when, I don't know how, and I don't know if it's going to be sooner than later, but at some point, those really awesome murals or those portraits that I've been making for people, I'm going to stream those live so that if you want to know how to do it, this is how you do it. Which is really, it's simple. It's a lot of cutting and pasting and cropping and just, but I got my buddy Mark riding on the back of a shark in the sky with fire coming out of his mouth, and the god Bob Ross looking over his shoulder because he has a thing he likes to do with making art and drawing. I don't know how often he does that, but and so that's what one of the things I'd like to do is, because you have to think about what it is you're offering as well as what you're receiving. So they say that you look at these channels that have been doing it for a long time and they're not really growing, but all they do is sit in front of the camera, and some of them are social, some of them aren't, but they sit there and they just game. Well, if that's what I wanted to watch all the time, then I would get the game and I would play it myself.
Yep.
So what else are you, as a something to think about as a person streaming and trying to build this thing, what are you actually bringing to the table? So my thing is I try to be entertaining. That's number one. That's the main thing. You want to be entertaining, right? Number two is a community. That's what I've been putting a lot of love in. We have this podcast, so that's education, along with as far as the news and what's coming out and our own opinions, and then I do want to do the art stuff with it as well eventually, or how to make your overlays and how to make sounds and all that stuff. And community, so that's kind of the things that I try to bring to the table with it. So what are you as a streamer offering? And if it's just I sit in front of a microphone and a camera and play a video game, what is that? What do you plan on getting out of that?
It's a far cry from what this stuff used to be.
Yeah.
Where I remember when I was younger, when YouTube was first starting out, I would watch, just walkthroughs for games, and there was no commentary at all
Yeah.
on them.
And those and that was so cool.
Yeah,
It was
it was
so
the best.
cool.
It was the coolest thing ever. One of the guys that I watch still, and that's kind of been a big influence on my creator stuff. His name is Franco-Matic. He does some stuff on Twitch. He does stuff on YouTube. Really cool guy. He plays a lot of obscure stuff. He used to do things like he used to do the video and then record himself over it. He would do it all in post, which was weird. Thinking back on it now, you're not live commentating about what's going on. You already know what's going to happen. So you're just kind of giving like your tips and, oh, I did this because of that. And it's weird nowadays thinking that used to be entertaining. We're in a more reaction society now. We need that oh, I wonder what this person thinks of this.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's always huge.
So here's another example of things that I'm actually cool with. If you, ladies and gentlemen, if you're in my show, or if you're in the channel here, if you have a link to your stream, post it. Go ahead, because that's what I want to do. I want people to. If somebody came in now, granted, if it's a random, that's just never there, and he just posts and leaves, and that's obnoxious. But I'm not gonna make a. I'm not gonna ban him for it. Right? Unless it's like all the time, you know what I mean? There's and all the damn time. But, I go ahead. Let other people know about yourself, especially those that hang out all the time. Do it, man. I insist you do it. I want other people to know about these other channels. You can set up auto hosting. So like on my channel, and I have to update it because I have a lot more people now in the group that are streaming. But Captain Geach, I think you're #1 on there. Whenever you go live, if I'm not, boom, you're the first one that pops up. I know I got Mark, I got you, I have Aim Rights in there. I got a couple guys, and that's what I want to do that because I want other people to know about these other channels. These other channels are great. So
I believe we all have kind of very similar interests in things. What?
It says you're in there too, James. When you're.
Yeah, we all have similar interests, and if someone like on my chat, likes my stuff, I'm sure that they'll also enjoy, you, Jeff, or Walker,
Yeah.
So it's only like just natural that it's almost like it's almost like how YouTube used to be, where the recommendations at the end of every video would take you to something similar. What you just watched.
Right.
That's how I learned about so many different content creators.
I know, now all my similar videos are. I don't know what the hell YouTube thinks I'm into, but they keep freaking giving me videos of these Japanese people cutting up fish. Is anybody else getting this?
Oh, that sounds cool. I wish I was getting that.
I thought it would be cool too, but no, it's not cool. It's stomach turning.
It's probably all the gutter oil videos you're watching.
It's because of the amount of time I put gutter oil in Chrome. That's why it pops up. Yeah, dude, it's foul, man. I said not interested, and when there's a little section why, I said it's gross. It's not conspiracy stuff, so I'm not interested in it. It's not. But so as far as like streamer tips and things like that. That's a big one is, take a second, stop, think about, what do you bring to the table? How can you help your peers grow? There's another project we're working on. How do you bring people together? So one of the things that I do, and this is actually how I found Acid. This is how I found Odium. Odium's another bro that hangs out pretty often. Is I'll play those games. Actually, Fallout has been the most successful with this. I will be honest. Fallout has been wonderful for this. And that is, I jump in, and usually I got Mark right by me. Him and I play, when I play Fallout, he's almost always there. And we run up to random people. And we say, what's up? And if you watch any of our past broadcasts or with Fallout, almost every time that's what we do. and then we just hang out with that group of people, and then we get talking, and almost always there's at least one person in the group that also has their hand in this streaming and content creation and community building. That's how I met Acid, and Acid has a whole big thing, and he has a bot on that he showed me that I have set up on mine now, that when one of us goes live, it's under the announcement section, it automatically puts out a little message, hey, this person is going live, right in Discord. It's actually pretty cool.
Nice.
Yeah,
I
I've
have
seen
to
that the
add
other
more
day, which
names
is
to it
pretty
because
awesome.
he was giving me a quick tutorial on it. But I don't know. It's just something. It's so almost every time I jump into these games. So one of the things that I've been thinking about doing as far as community building is, and I've talked about this a little bit in the past, is game lore that's about individuals that has nothing to do with Fallout. You know, so like I want to make a guy that is and those the gutter oil team gutter oil.
Hashtag Team Gutter Oil.
Yeah, hashtag team gutter oil. Maybe we'll make that a thing.
Put that on a shirt. I would buy it.
I know. Actually, Streamlabs has the market section where you can brand your stuff. I added the link to my thing, but it doesn't work. I don't know. I put a couple of little things with just splash screen logos on it. It's really expensive.
Yeah.
No, it is stupid expensive.
It is. It's like, screw that. I'm going to try to find something cheaper, like Redbubble or something. I don't know. But another thing that we'll talk about in probably later broadcasts, because I don't know enough about it, is more detailed ways of generating revenue. That's going to be through affiliate links. Like we were talking a little bit earlier about how Audible is like one of the best ones out there for generate. You know, somebody clicks on it, they buy a thing, you make some revenue off of it. You know, I almost added. You guys have heard me talk about Fanatica. It's a place where you can go and buy games for very inexpensive. Usually they're not AAA titles, but you make 5% if somebody clicks on the link and actually buys a thing from there, which is pretty cool.
Yeah, something.
Yeah, it's a little something, and that's the trick, honestly. I think for all online revenue generation is nickels and dimes. You know, it's that's what it comes down to. It's just nickels and dimes falling.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, if it's a game that, say you make 50 cents off of it, or let's say you make $1 off it. $1 isn't much, but I mean, 100 people.
Yeah.
Click on that link and buy that game. That's $100.
Yeah. Yeah. So, those are a couple of little pieces on that. And then there's other things you can do using your skill set. That's going to be things like Captain Geach. I know you were a graphics designer for a long time. So, or you went to school for it, and you have a little background in that. So, like one of the other things I thought about doing was those murals. I don't know, maybe even making an ad and offering that out as a service, where you got a family member that doesn't know how amazing they are. Well, guess what? Have them on the back of a Chia Pet breathing flames with laser beams coming out of that. You know what I mean? Something like that to generate some online income. But
That'd be funny.
I don't know. So those are some things. Your thoughts?
No, it's good. Social media too.
You are completely gone, Walker.
Hey, you're completely muted.
He says K.
Can you hear me now?
Well, I think it was very informative.
Not yet.
But
While he gets that fixed. So and then when it comes to so something to think about when you guys are going to get there. And like I said, matter of fact, if you guys have an extra tab, jump on the splash screen and put your link on the Twitch and put your link to your channels there. We're gonna get there, man.
Hello.
Let's keep working together. We're gonna get everybody there. But action for a second there.
No, probably I think so.
Can you hear me?
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, we can hear you.
We got you now.
We got you, fam.
Yep. I can just tell by your disposition that frustrates the shit out of you.
Oh, it truly does. It really does. It's very aggravating knowing that you buy a ton of equipment
And it doesn't work?
and
Yeah, it doesn't want to
It's
work.
extremely
That's why I don't like
frustrating.
PCs.
But no, I was saying that's awesome input. Social media too is huge. Instagram, Twitter, using the hashtags to branch out. because I currently within about a 3-week time frame, I have 144 followers on Instagram of just posting stuff about gaming.
That's what's up, dude.
Nice.
Yeah, your Instagram channel blew up real fast. Like thing goes, it's really fast.
I have a love-hate relationship with Instagram. So earlier I posted I need suggestions. The suggestions were, what headset do you guys use? I play on PC and gaming. My headset I have sucks and I hate it. 17 people liked the picture. 0 people commented.
Tell about the one.
You're
the one
reading
the other-
you're reading the caption, but you're not commenting. Oh, about the following and unfollowing.
Yeah, about how you were talking about it, and then they said good post. No, you were talking about a post the other day.
Oh, no. Yeah, so another one. So Instagram has tons and tons of bots. So I
Oh, yeah.
posted that day I couldn't stream. And somebody I
That's
put
what it
no
was.
stream tonight, guys. Internet's trash. Called and they said I had the wrong modem. I'll be on tomorrow. A guy commented and said, "Love this post. Keep up the amazing work."
Good job. Your internet.
Good job. Great job.
I was like, oh my god.
Oy.
And I'll get like random ones. I checked out your pictures. They look amazing. Keep it up.
It's such a generic response. It's like, hey, you did it good.
Yeah.
Wow, I sure do love thing that you did. Boy, howdy, do I enjoy that.
I think
Yeah,
that bot needs edited.
I love hate Instagram because it's I posted a picture
Oh my
on it.
god. That reminds me of the shit going down on Twitter with PETA. Where
The bread company? Pita
no,
bread?
PETA, like people for the ethical treatment of animals.
Oh,
Um
so you're talking about bread.
so yeah, no, not like the delicious PETA bread.
we made a just a side note, we made a video about how somebody offended PETA, the animal rights organization.
Who doesn't?
Right, so
I've offended them at least 7 times today.
so instead of apologizing to PETA,
Right back.
and they made YouTube videos of themselves bathing themselves with bread, paying all their respects and homage to the bread company. Monk says
But,
extreme termination of anuses.
So I don't know if you guys heard about this, but with PETA, they shat all over just Steve Irwin's like birthday, the anniversary of his,
Doesn't
They-
surprise me.
and then people were like, going up in arms against PETA because I mean that's a shitty thing to do. And apparently there was a bot in this Twitter thread that every time you put #donate would just be like, thanks for your support. Here's the link to donate to PETA. So people were going like, yeah, I just slow cooked 5 pandas today. What do you think about that, PETA? #donate, and then just great work. Keep up the good work.
Nice.
Donate here to PETA. Oh, it was great. It was
Yeah.
fantastic. I love it.
It was a good idea at the time.
No, it wasn't.
I know.
No, it wasn't.
That's the guy in the office trying to cover his ass.
This is, in theory,
Yeah.
it should have worked.
Yeah.
In practice, oh,
That's a different story entirely.
that's a completely different story.
Yeah, my voice connection's on a red. I wonder if it's because I have the other. It's probably because I have the other thing open here, maybe. Yeah, as soon as I closed out Discord on browser version, my video, it went straight back up. Okay, so for streamers, as far as the streamer corner here, we've touched base on quite a few different things. But what about you guys? You guys have any insight onto that?
No, it's pretty straightforward. Like I was saying, hopefully everyone can hear me.
I can't hear you.
I hate you. Is that social media is a big platform to start off. Like I'm getting people that I don't know on Twitter to that retweet and like my comments, and using hashtags, things like that, the cliche hashtags, but it does work. Will it translate from one to the other? I don't know. I've got a couple people that have come off of Twitter saying, I saw your tweet, I saw your post on Twitter, and I wanted to come by. I love watching people game. I was like, oh, thanks for hanging out.
Yeah.
Instagram.
Yeah, you throw out a large enough net, you're gonna catch some fish.
Yeah. Instagram, I don't know. I've had a couple. I've had a guy, actually, I'll have random people message me. So far I have, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 people that'll say, hey man, thanks for the follow. If you want to, can you go follow my channel? I'll follow you back.
Follow for follows.
Yeah, and I will, and they do on Instagram, and they're still following me on Instagram. I mean, not on Instagram. On Instagram, they'll ask me to go follow their Twitter page, and no, their Twitch page. Jesus Christ, words. So on Instagram, they're like, hey, can you follow me on Twitch? And I will, and then they'll follow me on Twitch, and they're still following me. Instagram does have a problem where people with a lot of followers will follow lower, like, profiles, in hopes that you then follow that person, then they unfollow you back, so it kind of throws
Yeah, they
it off.
unfriend you right away.
Yeah, so it makes it look like this one person's got 20,000 followers, but they're only following 90 people. Oh, they're super popular and famous. But in reality, it's a ploy, it's a trick. I posted about it. Me and Schroeder had a long conversation. I won't get into it. But that's one thing that irks the crap out of me, that people do that.
Yeah.
But I do have, I would say probably, because I currently have 29 followers on Twitch.
You're almost there, man. Isn't your goal 30?
That's, 30 in 30 days.
How many days we got left?
I'd have to look at some of my other profile. It's almost, I think, like another week. So,
Okay.
I still got about another week. So I
I'll
can
get
there.
it.
James
I think
needs,
you'll get there.
James only needs, you need 13 more,
9.
9 more.
Nice. 9.
Nice.
Yes.
9,
Cool,
9,
man. You're
9.
almost there too.
But yeah, the social media has helped, because now I'll have random people that, like I said, that will like and retweet my post about gaming. Same thing with Instagram. I'll get a ton of likes on my pictures. Does that translate into people coming to watch? No, but
It's the chance of
it's a chance
of it happening, you know.
Yeah. So it's something.
Yeah. Yeah. So another thing to ask about is so when you do reach this level, you know, this is something that and if you're still hanging out with us on the Twitch here, and for your audience as well, what type of things do you think are good for sub perks? So that's an example. Yep. Well, the thing is, with we go into that's illegal. You can't really limit. You're not really supposed. I mean, people do it, but you're not really supposed to. Hey, I have this giveaway going on. You know, sub for your chance to win. You're not allowed to do that. It has to be open to everybody, I guess. Unless, I guess, maybe if it's only 4 subs. And I don't know how you would do that, but because I want to do like giveaways and stuff.
A donation piece that if you donate a certain amount of money, it makes you do something.
Yeah,
like on charity
that's the thing I've seen.
Like obviously it's a charity stream, but people will do like a $3 donation. I do this. A $5 donation is this.
Okay.
Yeah. Sub only Discord.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have.
That's huge. Yeah, that's kind of the easiest one.
Aimrite says shave your head.
Yeah, that's a thing. Like one guy did, like Tim the Tapman, that guy you didn't know you were following. He's a big dude, so he did his charity stream that if someone donated, like whatever X amount of money, he's a bigger streamer, so he had $10,000. So somebody donated $10,000. He had to do a live workout on stream, and he did. But he was dead. He was out of breath. Ninja had one where someone donated a certain amount of money. He would get a tattoo, and he did.
Oh my gosh! Wow.
And
Those are
so
extreme ones.
They are, but it's something like, hey, you donate this, I'll do this in return. Or if
Yeah,
you're playing Fortnite, like, or Apex. Apex would be a good one. If you donate $15, I drop all my weapons.
You drop all your weapons?
You drop all your weapons if you donate $15.
He
Oh
just
my.
fits the shit out of everyone.
Jeez.
So,
Well,
but then you can go find new ones, but you just can't pick up the ones that you dropped.
gotcha.
If or you donate $20, I only can use Mozambiques or something.
Oh man.
Rest in peace.
Yeah, I watched one where a guy for every $1 it was a push-up.
That's one.
Oof.
Yeah. I know I wouldn't be very good at that either.
So that to me is more incentive than a giveaway, because now the stream is watching you do something.
Yeah.
So
A couple other ones that I've stumbled upon that I have to still set up is, I guess it's a big one. A lot of people like it is emoticons.
yeah.
Stream emoticons. So I have 200 in donations. Jeff will.
What?
Lux says if we get a $200, if we get $200 in donations, Jeff will bleach his asshole. Live on air,
stream.
ladies and gentlemen.
That's that Pornhub subscription right there.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah, that's that
Yep.
one. Yeah.
Get live access to my cam shows.
Right.
You get access to that website.
There you go.
The
Yeah,
website that
yeah.
BlueStacks has.
Yeah, or that one that has all your nudes on it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly that one. Yeah.
that one. But so emoticons, that's one thing that we've been talking about. And
That's the perk of
I have
being
a cou-
sub.
yeah, so I figured I'm gonna do. What are you guys' thoughts? It's definitely gonna be a gutter oil can.
Of course.
That's one of
can't,
them.
can't be
Right.
anything else.
Right. I was thinking about doing a cuck monster. That's
There you go.
another expression I use often.
I'm sorry.
Um,
A what?
Cuck monster.
No.
I
What would a cuck monster look like?
I don't know yet. That's what I don't know. Maybe I'll put it on the Discord and people can vote for the proper stuff.
Why don't you do the Fallout face? The
Yeah,
little guy.
with like brown all around his mouth. And then one of our subscribers, we got a new subscriber last night, and this was an idea that they threw at the table, which was have it change every month. We'll have one that is, voted on by the group, and they come up with it. So one of them, dude, has a little Chihuahua dog. So that's probably going to be a thing.
Where?
Yeah, a Chihuahua. So that might be one of them. And then there is a thing on here about subs get special like little icons next to their name is a thing. And right now it shows up as a star. And
You
then
can change that all.
yeah, once you've been donated, once you've been a sub for, I think it's what, a month, 2 months. Wait, what is it? 1 month, 6 months, and a year or something or like.
Yeah, it's the different tiers.
Yeah, it changes.
Yeah, so I've seen people use like Yoshi eggs. I've seen people use 1-Up mushrooms. I've seen people use different things like that.
And then when you become a Twitch partner yourself, you get even more perks, like you do.
Yeah, and more emoticons, like things like that. So the other things we have going on is like we do have right now everybody that subs, I'll be honest, everybody's been friends. They're just buddies of mine and people that hang out in the stream with us anyways. So we haven't had a really big need to use that, that membership Discord section. But once if that starts getting bigger, then we'll probably
You're
start
gonna
using
wanna
it.
use it because then your Discord's just gonna get bombarded with nonsense.
Yeah. And I don't really stream on Mondays, so I was thinking about doing member and Patreon only shows, which I have mixed emotions about that because I don't like if you go to the Patreon, it says that if you're a Patreon, the different tiers, people that donate at different levels, I don't really want to restrict things to people. I want this whole community to just be one big happy family. So I don't really make donations not to make gutter oil live. Oh man. So that's a thought, something to think about is, do you actually implement a different tiered system for different people, or do you
That's what
offer
you're doing.
everything
You're
to
supposed
everybody?
You're supposed
Yeah,
to. That's why you have
they
the
suggest
tier.
it.
The tier
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, and 4. If someone's donating to you $24 a month, that's a special perk other than $5 a month.
Yeah. So that's something to think about is how do you orchestrate that? How do you make that?
Well, the tier 3 Discord, then they can get special access to your special Discords, things along those
That's an
lines.
idea. Yeah.
Instead of just a regular sub, now the person who's donating you $25, which you're making $12.50 on instead of $2.50. That's something to think
Yeah.
about.
So, if anybody has any input on any of this stuff, or something you want to hear about, drop it in the chat there. But
There's someone on my YouTube chat that says, "Someone please draw a cuck monster. They need it for research."
That'll be the
Right?
goal for next Sunday's episode 5. It'll be the
Yeah.
Cuck Monster
No.
episode.
Yo,
So
we should do a
draw a cuck
scribble.io. We'll do a scribble.io,
No.
and whoever wins will vote on it.
There you go. I like that.
Or we could do like the because I have like a Jackbox party pack, and one of them is just drawing stuff on it.
Oh, that'd be kind of cool.
Yeah.
We could do that.
Next week's stream, live drawing to determine exactly what the Cuck Monster look like. Be there.
Right. I have this little extra screen. I don't if you get on my channel. I have a browser on the thing, and maybe we'll put it in there. The people
There you
drawing
go.
the Cuck Monster, and then we'll use it. Whatever then we'll vote, and whoever wins, maybe we'll do something special for them, and that will be the
Well,
emoticon.
we can if we do like the draw.io, we can put it over top of.
Oh, repeat.
If we do
Completely
like
gone.
if we do like the draw.io,
Yeah.
we can just place it over top of our faces. You can still see us in the background. So that's
Oh.
something.
Okay.
Because you're doing a screen capture, so anything that's on the screen that we're on shows up on your Twitch.
Yeah. Like on mine, where it says Level Unlock Podcast, that's just a browser. And when you guys talk about the news, occasionally I'll switch between tabs, and
Yep.
it's been pretty handy.
Yeah.
Well, I got nothing else.
Another thing you could do is we can have people post just fan art of the Cuck Monster using the hashtag Level Unlock Podcast on
I
Twitter
love
and
it.
Instagram.
That's
Yeah.
And then
Yeah,
we could just like put the submissions in at the end of the video or at the end of the podcast.
awesome. Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Next
Walker,
week episode,
by the-
interactive episode, people. Be
yeah.
there.
Yeah.
By the way, has anyone even emailed us on the Gmail? Because I know we haven't talked about it in like 2 weeks.
Mike Richards said that he asked why I was a bitch.
All right. Well, Well, hey, we got a question, man. Why are you a bitch?
Yeah.
That's such a broad question. There's so many examples as to why.
I don't think we have the time.
We don't.
To go into it. As far as the streamer's corner goes, so here's one of the things to end with, on when we're done with the show entirely. That is, we have to make sure when you're done with your stream, you raid somebody. It's just a good thing. I don't know what the hell that was. I had a spider or something on my foot.
Oh no, get that
Jesus.
fucking thing away from you.
No, I have an irrational fear for spiders.
Oh, I hate spiders
I don't
with a burning passion.
I don't believe Mother Earth made them. I don't think they're from Earth. I think they came down on a fucking asteroid, and they're from some other place, and and that's what those are. The devil. I don't know if that's a piece of my chair on the floor or a dead bug. I don't know, man. That was terrifying. Fuck, I hate that shit. But rating somebody when we're done is a thing, or hosting, and the other one is ending on a question. Ending on a question and ending on exactly what you were just saying, Geach. With next week's episode, we're gonna have a thing, or
Mm-hmm. The live drawing of the Cuck Monster.
Drawing.
it's gonna be great.
Ugh.
Okay.
So, did you want to talk about the shit about the 80s and 90s video games, or
We'll
save
hold
that
off
for
on
another
that.
time?
We're at almost at 3 hours. So I think
We're almost at 3 hours. So,
So
Wow.
really quick here for the Podbean, they send me an email for us to be featured on their main screen. They said they're several months booked out, but they can definitely fit us in to be featured
Nice.
on the,
Good
to be featured on the,
shit.
to be featured on the front page of podbean.com.
Good
Nice.
shit.
Hopefully, we're not too vulgar for him.
Oh,
No, we're not.
This fucking Joe Rogan's podcast. He smokes weed while he's
Yeah, he got Elon Musk to smoke a joint.
Right?
You have what's his name? Will Ferrell's character.
Oh, I've seen that on there.
Brock.
No.
Rod Burgundy.
So,
Rod Burgundy's
guys,
podcast.
guys, real quick. Brock just called us fucking quitters, and that who needs sleep.
That is true. But we need you to keep coming back for more. So just know next week we have a live interaction drawing of
Live drawing of a cuck
the
monster.
Cuck Monster, and we're talking about 80s and 90s game nostalgia. Why everyone loves those games.
Yeah, so think about that over the course of the week. What's your favorite 80s and 90s game? What's your favorite 80s 90s console?
I demand more content. I jumped on 2 hours late.
Hey man, listen to
Well,
the
you need to
live
be
audio
follow us on Twitter.
Yeah, and Twitch.
and Twitch.
You know,
Level Unlock
Twitch.
Podcast.podbean.com. The live audio will be available tomorrow, Brock. Make sure you listen.
yeah,
I hope you
All
guys
right,
heard that,
so I didn't.
it cut out for a second.
of course.
It's-
We got the gist.
Yeah.
Do you want to plug?
podcast on Podbean, podbean.com, guys.
Yep.
Find it on all your favorite places: YouTube, Google Play, iTunes, Spotify.
Yeah. What's the one
Do
I
you
was
want-
looking for it on? I couldn't find it. I don't know my phone. I don't know. If you can't find it on one platform, try another, because it will show up on a different one.
I'm
Sure
pretty
will.
sure. Brock said, "I'm pretty sure I'm 15 years too old to legally use Twitter." I saw. Okay, so before we leave, I saw there's a dude on Twitter that I saw because someone retweeted a video that he did. He is like an old gay man from like Australia, and his entire Twitter feed is just him dancing naked to music. I'm like, okay,
Popular.
that's weird.
The fact that you know he exists means he's doing it right, I guess.
Yeah, I guess so. Question to all of you: who's your favorite nudist Twitter guy who dances naked to music?
All of
That
them.
one guy that James is
That
talking.
one guy that I'm talking about. Do you want to plug your stuff one more time at the end? 'Cause it's
Can
the
you-
end.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, I switched
Myself.
to my headset mic.
Gotcha.
So we'll see if that works out any better. Anyways, we are wrapping up here on our amazing. It's really loud, James.
Yeah, it's a little loud.
I turned it down on my end. You can just right-click his picture in the video there, and you can actually just pull his volume down a little bit. When he adjusted his gain, I had to do that too.
Let me know if that's any different.
Yeah, it's
or
better.
worse? Okay. Anyways, thanks.
My
guys,
ears are
for
bleeding.
hanging out. I much appreciated. Make sure that you do look out for the audio only version available tomorrow. LevelUnlockPodcast.podbean.com or anywhere podcasts are available: iTunes, Android, Spotify, or any random sites that you can find us. Level Unlock Podcast. Once again, I'm Jeremy, Captain_Geach15. I will be here Tuesday and through the rest of the week, gaming whatever. Appreciate you hanging out. Make sure you follow me Instagram, Twitter, Twitch, and YouTube. And we'll see you guys later. On to you, Schroeder.
Yeah, so Splash Screen Gaming on Twitch. Used to be on YouTube. We have a YouTube. I haven't updated in a couple days just because of the freaking rules. But I'll figure out some sort of solution for that, which kind of bums me out. 'Cause
Anarchy.
I
Down with the
know.
rules.
I know, which really bums me out because I wanted to archive these podcasts, but I can't do it now. Unless I figure out a solution for that. Maybe I can download it from one of your guys' pages or something, and then upload it. I don't freaking know. But yeah, so Splash Screen Gaming on Twitch. Mondays are pretty much the only day I don't really stream, though that might change in the future. I'm thinking about doing creative that day. Other than that, 10 o'clock to question mark, typically 10 to midnight when I got to work in the mornings. Otherwise, we go until like 3, 4 in the morning. We stream a lot of Overwatch and Fallout and Apex, and hopefully adding more to that box. Tuesday, we do have a special show. I'm hoping everybody can join. And if you don't join, if you have the open to do it, host, that would be great. But we have a 12 versus match going on Overwatch, so it's a free for all. So everybody's trying to kill everybody. It's gonna be awesome. It's gonna be funny, I think. But spots are filling up quick. Be sure to check out our Discord. It's in the link under our Twitch or our Twitch video here. It's under the events section. Sign up or add your name to the list, and that's what that is. And I think that's a Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. I'm on there too. But I think that's about it for now.
All right, and then you can find me pretty much every day, but I think Thursday, right here, twitch.tv/PeopleIHateStudios. You can also catch me and my buddy Mitchell Wednesdays, Thursdays, Fridays, and Saturdays at youtube.com/PeopleIHateStudios. See my off-stream Let's Plays. And then follow me on Twitter at PeopleIHate10. See what I'm streaming, see what I'm doing with my life. See how exciting it is.
Okay.
All right.
And you guys have a wonderful, wonderful day. Thank you. You appreciate it. I love you. We'll see you next week, 8:30 Central, 9:30 Eastern. Have a good week.
Deuces.
Later, guys.